I just looked up. No, I can't remember. Albert Hammond. No, it wasn't like Smoke Hammond. I think it was Smoke Hammond, and that was the image. Is this game gonna install or what? Okay, let's get some Kingdom going. Yeah, Circum Soldier. I thought you put that picture on Twitter, but it's gone. Are you having a good time, bud? Or something, or some such? Yo, let's just play Risk of Rain till it's done. Yeah, okay, do it. Or what else do you have? Play Minecraft. I'm gonna save it for, I don't know, like fucking 2 weeks from now. Clicker Hero stream. What's subject 9? Played 14 minutes. What was the one you just said you're gonna do? Yeah, okay.
You sniffed it. You knew you're gonna record, and 3 fucking months. That's like 1 trimester. The fucking subscription incubated. Your baby is gonna come out a big shit log.
Yo, baby.
Why did you stay here? Just clear your nose first before you even press the button. You knew you were gonna do that.
Someone subscribed for 3 months. Make a Minecraft server, then put a password on, and don't tell anyone the password, and just have it there, and have people try to get in it, or what? This game's fucking hard. Holy shoot. Oh yeah, I'll make your fan play you to play Minecraft like DSP did? I love Nice Friend. I think it should be. I can't do that. Okay. Let's get some music going. You need a beta key. Oh yeah, I'm in the beta, it said, but maybe it's on a different email. The classy Jen over there. Oh. What? Okay, what are these controls? Quirg. Isn't it like fucking swap item? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, cause yeah. Have you guys played The Park? I think it just came out today. That's the game. What's installing? Detroit. Yeah. Okay. So is that fucking real? David Cage announces new game. It is called Detroit. Detroit. Who's the musical guest and who's the Canada feature on it though? Okay, so like, okay. Is this a video game I see? Did anyone see the trailer for? Yeah, okay, what's with that also? A feminist wanted to investigate why MRAs are fucked up, and then as she's making her documentary, she finds them sympathetic. She finds herself sympathetic to them. Oh, I'm a fucking attacker. God, look at you. And now, Tumblr types are cry that she doesn't automatically hate them. New Ape Escape. Actual Detroit. It's a game of a city burning down. The incident. The inciting heron. There is a bird in here. It will come to your office. Please don't use this door. The ghost will attack you. This is not even a joke. The goat. Yeah, I got that goat foot. Oh dear! That's pretty loud. Are we playing the new Minecraft episode? Well, I assume we'd want to get really fucked up for it, and I have no fuck up, so we could save it for a weekend or something. Plus, it's so close to Life is Drinking a lot that let's please just heal for a bit. Bird Office, new episodes every Tuesday. Have you guys not played this game ever? Because that's fucked up. You should get it. This is that game that Chucklefish did work on and release. You get item. Oh, yo, we got all the good ones. Wasn't even good for drinks. It was just boring and not even funny. I don't remember. I got really fucked up irregardless. I've had this game but never played it. It's good. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, they just publish it? Ah, so that's the trick. Oh, the game's done. Okay, well, I'll be dead soon. We'll all be dead soon. Why is something biting my ass? Yo. We could play it and just enjoy the spectacle, just like Tales.
UTS, 3 capital letters, printed in gold.
UTS?
Cause details make the subs sweat even more while they're shaking their belts. No need to upload the streams to figure out how cool I am.
Actually, it's not that bad. I wish I was keeping a list of all the things she can't pronounce. Illegally. Oh, double hoops! Good cry on Twitter this morning. Yeah, okay, so...
You should add the U sound effect onto that screech reel. Cry SJW was cry SJW was cry SJW was
What?
cry good night faggot.
That ooh sound. Come on, just keep going until guys appear. Guess I'll have to summon already. You barely even got drink. You can clearly strain. Yeah. Does that build testosterone? Cause it builds character. Cause I'm supposed to be doing that.
Subrodim trying to think of a suitably spooky costume that I don't have to go to the store and buy.
Wait,
what
what
would
is
be
that?
a terrifying but alluring thing?
Alluring? Just dress sexy. Just show your deltoids to the cops. Now get it. Oh yeah, now get it. They all went that way. Yee! Fuck.
We're shit. Love you, big boy.
We are shit. You did nothing wrong. Good! All the good ones. I'll never lose this. Thank you. You guys wanted to just play Kingo? Oh, should have lured him up to the double hoop, stupid. Hopscotch mercenary. Hot Scott. Give it. 5 hours. Yeah, I would love King. Yeah, he's an SJW. He's the biggest fucking SJW. He banned me from Cool Hole for like an anime. Fucking. Someone was like, Gravity Rush is actually really good or something. And Circumsoldier was like, apologize. He's like, no, it's a really good game. So he banned him from Cool Hole. And then it wasn't even that guy though, was it? It was someone else who got angry just because Circumsoldier had wronged someone for the last time. And he's like, yeah, fucking, I was holding it in, but here it is. Yeah, fuck that guy.
You sniffed it. You knew you were gonna record, and 3 fucking months. That's like 1 trimester. The fucking subscription incubated. Your baby's gonna come out a big shit log.
You had a 3-month shit.
Just clear your nose first before you even press the button. You knew you were gonna do that.
Should have recorded. You knew you were gonna record, and you just went into it, didn't you? He was asked to apologize twice. Apologize for. The thing is, no, there isn't.
No ill will intended, but I was wondering how the whole Fat Baby project was going. You looking like something I could stick my dick into yet, or what?
Or what? Nope. I'm eating cum, aren't I? Mmm.
Hey, just let me know when you get tired of this. Pay. yes and she it. Pay yes and she
And
it.
she
Pay
it.
yes and she it.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Pay
though, 'cause-
yes and she it.
Peace and she.
I remember when Bro Team just made funny voices and weren't the second Sino-Japanese war of mass murder and mass rape by Japanese troops against the residents of Nanking, also known as the Rape of Nanking.
When was there ever funny voices? I love that they thought it was funny. That was a real thing. Peace and okay, let's play that other game now. And shit. I remember when we were driving. Driving your peace. Welcome to peace. How's this sound? I made a little picture. It just reposted. What is it?
Hero pre-striker game. S very good. Eskarat Rinses Avrengarus. Rari Mosinaru Spring Intelligent Gam. No Rakamai Hander I Rari Ner Ruzai Chugarno. Kurt Japan Air Game
Have a nice
Industry.
time.
We
Yeah,
promise very
that.
good praise at John exclusive you Braru.
PlayStation exclusive. Did you guys watch the conference? Why weren't you in Cool Hole? Some pretty good CEO hands, some pretty good non-announcements.
You
and
broke
sports
first
game
question.
and
Where
racing.
is the Life is Drinks video? I have been waiting a week for it and it's not here. As a fan I demand you release the video sooner else
Wow,
I will
that's
cry.
some entitlement.
I am a fanboy. Everyone else who is a fanboy clap 3 times. Clap now bitch.
Clap 3 times, and then that will indicate. Do 3 quick ones. What's the largest thing that's been in your ass apart from shit? Just doctor hands, a wristwatch, a sternum. 100. Yeah, there's some good VR shit where you can walk. The BR in 140 steps. BR entertainment. Ah, Kirk. Just get killed so we can play it. If you just leave that, you don't have honor. Oh. Yeah, actual walking simulator. Why'd you do that? For normals? See, you can have exhilarating experiences with these video games and technology. See, it's safe. We thought it would be too video gamey. I don't know, the knife, is that good? Oh, David Cage was at the end? Sucks. Yeah, I missed that. I did do crap. Oh yeah, it wasn't, it was a different guy. That's fucked up. Ew. Bet you can't make this fucking gun. Fucking SJW. I like. There's so many places that make articles about like why SJW isn't like an insult, and they go like
Storytime.
word by
Speaking
word.
of things
or
in your
like,
butthole, I was hooking up with a lady one time and she was like, let me get condoms, and then she comes out with a foot-long strap-on with a
Is this
condom on
Thunder
it.
God?
She wanted to put it in my pooter, and I was like, nope.
Nope. Yeah, like, does she like that, or does she think you'll like it? What if you're wrong and you like it? Peace and shit. Terrible humor, terrible taste, terrible life. The person who doesn't like you is the definition of the person who does not belong
There
here.
aren't two sides to this issue, there's only one. Jewish coons and Muslims don't get to put their point of view. What do you mean I am being bigot? You're just a bunch of misogynists. What? It doesn't matter
What?
if you're a woman, you just hate women.
Yeah. I don't know if they think too deeply. Q. I like that Gamergate is still going. It's confirmed the
Bark.
stupidest thing in the earth, and it's still going. Wow, it's dead. I like when Jonathan McIntosh a year ago was like, okay, so now that Gamergate is dead and buried, whatever, and then a year passed and like, okay, so Gamergate's dead, or is like, no, well, I was actually fucking just throwing up the trap for misogynist trolls to back off of trans women, and it worked, so... Okay. You were 36 years old. Or 37. He was born in October 1979. His birthday was recently, or soon. I saw a picture he had of a little baby thing that has birthday on it. It is kind of pointless. Well, I don't know. I guess they'll do whatever, but it's good for making little jokes. People lose their shit over it. There was a panel, South by Southwest. I thought that was just like a music thing, but they have fucking video games there too, I guess. And there's all these diversity panels and harassment on the internet panels, and a bunch of people who are Gamergate got a panel there, and those people were like, "Don't do it," and then the Gamergate panel got canceled because of threats, and then also some other Randy Harper's panel got canceled because of threats. Nah, nothing. Just I hope she's okay. And then news was only saying that Gamergate threatened the women to not speak, and not that also. The panel was like 4 people, and it was 3 women. And they're like, yeah, that fucking misogynist Gamergate panel. Nothing. Anti-social justice. What? There's a gun? Oh, it's a man. On NPR? That's fucked up. Or Fat Man. Oh yeah, some guy cried about it. Yeah. Activism. It's an arts and music event, not crying. Yeah, just any venue I can get at. Yeah, Stephen Harper, Randy. Guess what I mean? Ace.
I actually like anime. But I'm just an asshole who needs a no good reason to ban people. Carrot. Aurora. Ruaru and Rorora for Waru Aspo Waru Frori. She.
I love anime.
Yeah, I done fuckboy ass.
I love Kill la Kill, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. If you say Samurai's murder, Samurai's.
As someone who cares about Gamergate, I've gotta say that it's 90+% dumb shit. But it is full of hilarious things,
Yeah,
and
that.
also, people actually kind of started to at least talk about journalism now. Also, it got us a time machine into Mars base.
Yeah, I hope people like Gamergaters aren't on Mars when they go there. At least games journalism is clean now. Kill him. If you're even good. Can we just listen to ghost recordings?
Fatay here, donating cash
Fatay.
monies, so I can get this out there.
Dropping fat.
Yay, I
Oh,
really like Gravity Rush, and I
Fat.
don't care for Circum Soldier. But I don't want to start shit. I was cry on Twitter, but I don't want to make people cry at each other. Can we be
yeah, we're
cool?
good. Are people fighting about it? We just thought... They said you could apologize twice and you didn't? But you had to know you're gonna get banned. Those are the rules. If you like anything and express that, you're gonna get fucked up. Why did you care so much, though? That's the trick. You tricked yourself. You cared. Why are you spending...
Hello bro Team Pill, how are you dong today?
How are you, Dong? How are you, Dong? I'm not even gonna dignify that. I don't care if you hit me, I will strike you. Oh, look at that! How do you get it? Oh, shit. Which hentai? How do you get that? Maybe there's a ladder?
It's me, the guy with the dad that calls the toilet the potty. Another thing he does is say, what? Whenever
What?
someone says something about hearing her listening. Like, Dad, fuck off, we know you can hear us. He also calls his penis a stingy.
Is it thingy? So, okay, someone's like, I heard a dog outside, and he says, what? If you say anything about hearing or listening, your dad shouts what? Just a little trick I've been working on. Kids love it. Fall down and hold right. So I respawn up. So I respawned up there. Oh, did I fuck it? Is this a shooter? Is that a hole? Thank you.
The fact that gaming journalism now actually cites who paid them to do a review instead of providing it privately when asked shows that Gamergate basically won already.
Yeah.
It seems
wish they
people
would-
forget that is what Gamergate was about, not woman
Well-
hating. I love it.
I don't think it was really about that either. It was about ZQ and people lying for her, saying she's a saint angel when she's a gross fuck up. And then all gaming journalists lied and were like, yeah, some misogynists are being mean to our friend who has never done anything wrong. And then they just said, Gamergate is white males who are angry that girls are playing video games. Don't listen to them, they're misogynists. Don't listen, don't give a platform to hate. Don't hear anything they say, that's bad. You'll get fucked up. Oh, look at that, oh, look at that. It's a conservative movement. A reactionary conservative movement. They're angry that girls too play video games now. I tell my dad, smoke you. Smoke you! Wrong answer, bud. It's a shame if, yeah.
This is the police. We know you have the Life is Drinks video in there. Your internet terrorism won't
You are
work this
internet.
time, Mr. Pillman.
If you shoot me, the
If you
video
release
dies
the
too.
video now, we can make a deal. Otherwise, we will have to deploy the police dogs. Who's a good boy?
We'll deploy the police dogs who are all good boys. They're all good boys. Good boy.
Hey Broat, first time donating. Just wanted to thank you for
Better
the
be
entertainment this
last.
last week.
I had
I just
surgery on
lost
Monday.
my mother to cancer, and your stream has helped me get my mind off shit.
I don't know if this is real or not, because someone fucking says that every day. I hope you're well if it's true, and if it's not, I hope you're even better than that guy. Because damn, what a donate. Oh, got it? Yeah, I don't want women. I don't want women playing my games. Me playing games in my fucking basement by myself is being affected by a woman playing the same game wherever else. That deteriorates my experience. Oh! Find the bloated survivor. Is that a new one? Shit! Does that mean I got a thing?
Really, come on, every job she's had ends in her beating some to near death.
Yep.
Or even killing them, or being raped.
Yep.
How does no one
Who is
say
this
something
that
like,
you
if
know
you
all
smell
this?
shit everywhere you go, it's time to check your shoe, sorry about your grandma other guy.
It's already changed. He said mother. Fucking insensitive. I have surgery tomorrow, but I get to watch funny streamers all day, so it's not that bad.
Hey bro, do you have stairs?
Like what? Why would I have that? No, but I'm getting all these stairs. Damn, thirsty tonight. Pathway to actual egg. Yeah, I don't know what you are. Oh, too poor. Ooh. Sometimes I want to get a real surgery just to make one. Yeah, all those will be true, and you'll say they're recycled. Oh, so you're a gamer? Yeah, I've never felt like that's a thing. Dude, you're a gamer, right? I don't know. Do you mean a rapist? Dude, so you're like a pedophile, right? You play games?
If Detroit can get its own game, why can't a small Nova Scotia town? It would be awesome. The whole game plays like L.A. Noire, and you have to solve the mystery of who the fuck drank all of my beer. Most of the clues come from drunken stories about nothing.
That'd be pretty good. Oh, so you're a gamer? Please never speak to me. Yeah, just like when that kid made that video about, like, I am a gamer. They say I don't have a life. I have thousands of lives. I've lived as... and so forth. Ezio Auditore. Solid Snake. And more. All 103 Pokemon. I don't know, dude. It's just like little toys. I'm not like a Legoist because I have some Lego in my pants. Maybe you are though. Maybe it's a refusing to accept that you play with children's baby toys all day, and you are a gamer no matter what. If you have one of them, you're a fucking gamer. You fucking pedophile. Yeah. So in Zoe Quinn's something awful chat room, there was some guy who joined the chat room and he was like 28 and a furry, and they're like, oh, so you're a fucking pedophile, and they like tried to ruin his life and posted shit like where he lived and where he worked and such, and pictures of him. So that's the kind of person who's talking to the UN about dangers women face on the internet from people like her. So you some fucking pedophile? Not that it's wrong to persecute furries. Why does anyone use something awful? It used to be just jokes, and then it became an actual social justice. Ugh. It's funny how sites do that. It's weird that social justice is a thing. Like a year ago, no, maybe a year and a half ago, I kept hearing about it, but didn't really know, like, Why so cry? It's just an overreaction. It's just someone.
Have you ever had a
Being
dream that you,
self-righteous.
you had, you could, you'll the, you
You
want, you could do so, you'll the, you could, you want them to do you so much, you could do anything. Sorry about sister other guy.
Have you ever had a dream you yeah, and then Gamergate happened, and you see that is an actual group of people that...
It goes, 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 it
Ah!
goes, it 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 goes, getting.
Yidin? It goes get in? Yidin. That's an actual group of people that are sanctimonious and self-righteous and white, and they want to fight every cause for pox, walks and pox.
Reading culture as we know it is kind of embarrassing.
Culture as
It's
we know
young
it.
men queuing with reading glasses and bookmarks. Reader isn't just a dated demographic label that most people increasingly prefer not to use. Readers are
reader.
over. That's why they're so mad.
Mm.
Bro, you are a true friend. I like the way
Fuck
you
you.
are. Thanks for being there for me. I'm always happy to see you. Your smile brightens the room.
Love you.
Room. Here's the drop. It.
I'm eating oatmeal.
Gooble gobble, one of us, Gooble gobble, one of us.
One of us.
Google gobble,
Last of us,
one of us,
last of
one of
us.
us, pay E, and S.
Shit. Oh, was that worth it, do you think? Piece and shit. Oh, that's what got you killed.
It's many sub-communities within the forum. What happened when Lotac stopped caring? The new mods all went SJW and
Yep.
tried to purge humor. Mods like RALP. There is just as many anti-SJW as SJW on
Oh,
Saw,
I
like
don't
what
know
happened to
about that.
NeoGAF and 4chan.
NeoGAF is so good. I wish it was... Oh, are they hurting each other? I wish you had to pay to use NeoGAF.
I know you hate Reddit, but wasn't shit. Reddit says a circle jerk about femi Nazis, but then they actually became serious because femi Nazis thought it was a serious sub.
I don't know if it was a circle jerk about... Yeah, okay, when Maddox did the thing that talked about feminazis, I thought it was just like, oh, he's being quirky, but he was old. He had seen parts of the world. Oh, I wonder if I could roll in there. Women are finally safe. Thanks to me, Richard. Say thank you, Richard. Thank you, Richard. Do him. How's that park game going? Oh, awesome placement, Lucifer. Unstable people should be given control of anything they want. Nothing? Loser? You give your money at these shrines and you can get a thing. But you give your life at the shrine and you don't get it. Remember the show Shit My Dad Says? William Shatner was in it. They fucked. 85 lunatics think you can do it? Fucking head stompers.
I want it, I need it to make me feel heated. Shake it, can't take it, must break. It breaketh off, yeah, what did I say,
Fuck
bitch,
y'all.
bitch, bitch.
I'm looking to fuck you, dude. Cracked used to be okay. Cracked was like shit, and then it started getting really good, and then it was like, no, dude. That's what you like. That's what you sound like. This is you right now. That's what you sound like.
Play Gravity Rush, play Gravity Rush, play Gravity Rush, play
Gravity Rush is
Gravity
pretty
Rush,
sick.
play Gravity Rush. Play Gravity Rush, play Gravity Rush, play Gravity Rush, play Gravity Rush, play Gravity
If you have a
Rush.
PS Vita,
Play
you might
Gravity
have
Rush,
really
play
smooth
Gravity
hands
Rush, play Gravity Rush,
no
P-S.
and shit. And you have serrated gums, though. Oh, what's that? Skellen ring.
That's right, women are finally safe thanks to me, Richard, the strong white man who helped.
Do you have
Those
a
dumb
beard at all,
bitches who
Richard?
couldn't even make a sandwich or weren't smart enough to see me for my true worth. Hee hee, I bet they will be lining up to swallow my dick now.
Women will fight for my seed! It's not even to have sex with them, it's just like, please fucking look at me, validate that I lived. Someone as perfect and gorgeous as you knew that I...
Where are my spooky
Richard
stories?
once
I need
lived.
my spooky stories if
Spooky
I'm to
stories.
be successful in the battle. Spooky stories, please. I need this. Also, what is your opinion?
Also, what's your opinion? That's probably one of the best questions. What's your opinion? Oh yeah, shoot those at him. Yes, and shit. When are we gonna get some new David Cummings? Oh yeah, how you need one of... Fuck. You gotta fall into that thing. Obvious. These stories are too terrifying for you, traveler.
Responsibility is cool, but there's more things in life. Like getting your dick rode all fucking night.
So what, you abandon responsibilities to get your dick rode? Welcome to Dick Road. What are you gonna do for Halloween? Have a falafel and go to sleep, probably. Helen stream? Nope.
If you ever
turn-
want a cheeky chuckle, look up Lotax Mangosteen Meltdown. The lunatics took over the asylum. There are 20 plus saw-off sites because mods are so terrible. So the sub-communities made their own forum. RIP.
Rip. Can it really be called a forum though if it's free? Exactly. Welcome to something awful. Why did that happen? Have you ever had something in your vagina? I've had a camera up my dick. That's it. I wish I could get that scorpion tail. Damn, I'm nice people. I'd be nice to you even if I didn't want to sleep with you.
Hi Brodom, I can't believe Security Chan says the name right. Neil Peart, Neil Peart, Neil
Yeah.
Peart. Neil Peart, Neil Peart, Neil Peart,
She's
Neil
better
Peart,
than
Neil Peart, Neil Peart,
humans.
Neil
Oh, yeah,
Peart,
we
Neil
did
Peart. Neil Peart, Neil Peart, Neil Peart, Neil Peart, Neil Peart, Neil fuck my asshole.
Because at its peak, it was costing $12K a month on servers. at its peak. Cool, Dad. Thanks for that story. Yeah, you gotta be awake for it, and a camera goes into your dick.
Brode isn't a true friend. He doesn't even know the great majority of us. But that's completely fine. We like you because you're a pillar of reason treating today's issues much like the greats of satire used to do. So thanks for being human. Smiley face.
Ooh, I don't like that responsibility. I'm gonna turn the computer off. Oh. Because you're everywhere to me.
Richard Lotax, Kianga is the toe-sucking foot fetish retard
let me hit that, let me
currently
follow
in
that, let me
charge
chase that.
Something awful
Migo
with the
now.
help of his goon henchman and former Asian mail order bride. Lotax has spent the past 10 years in his parents' basement, leeching off his gull.
Oh yeah, doesn't he have an enormous alimony? He got fucked up. And then he got married again? He got fucked up. Wasn't it a Canadian woman he got married to? You fucked. Oh, you didn't even... You're stupid, dude. Checking out your mouth.
Oh yeah, yeah, yo, oh yeah, and she,
Sheeny boy.
it.
And shit. If you have a beard, hair goes right in your nose. Lotax is in the Justice League.
If you don't give me my actual spooky stories right now, I'm hella done with you, Jan. Wowzers, it's like you don't understand how much this means to me. Creepy pasta. The rest of my question didn't go through.
We're playing a scary after this.
What is your opinion?
It's okay. It used to be better. What is your opinion? Yeah, you might as well activate her. Huh? Yeah, do it. Oh. Oh. Objective survive. Oh, yeah, look at that hole you gotta go in. You used to put a camera in that. I'll cry to you on Twitter. The program isn't letting me say my full complaint to you, so I'll have to amend my statement. But just know that there is a lot of wrath still in this, even though I have had to abbreviate my sentiment. What do you think of Rooster Teeth?
I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and feed it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the feet I worship.
You worship feet, you're fucked up. What do you think of Rooster Feet? Feet should leave. I knew a fellow who used to come home from work and pick his feet on the couch. He had a fucking infection on it, and just like naked hand touching naked foot, just like picking at it, and like, I'm gonna make something to eat. Okay, well you've got every disease probably. I'll be in my room where it's pure and close to Earth's core, where it's still warm. Oh, you went right through my hoop though and fucked you up. He put his feet in his mouth. You gotta know that those are dirty and also the worst. Oh man, it just gets my cum all hard thinking about dirty feet. Yeah, I'll put your feet beside that rotting jack-o'-lantern. They asked to scan the bottom of my feet, and I said that was fine. And they just kept saying it.
So when's murder, suicide? She sh she e she in sheeny 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 ha 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 ha. Ha 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 yeah ha ha Hitler 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 ha hoo hi ha he he Hitler Hitler hitter hitter hither hi the rainbow's butterfly.
Hit her, beat her up. George Lucas said that he had this planet named Utapau in his head ever since the 70s, and he regretted that he wasn't able to fit it in the original trilogy. And then in like the second or third movie, the Emperor's like, yeah, it's on the Utapau system. And George Lucas had to lean back. He was so hard.
Hey bro, I am pretty scared, since I am going to get my prostate checked tomorrow and cancer is huge in my family. Do you have any tips? I was thinking about trying to stick a bunch of handkerchiefs up there so the doctor can be like a magician.
If they fucking, what, and wipe his nose like a magician? There's one alive. Time left. That's him! Sheev said it, yeah. The Utapau system.
I will now do a bro team impression. Hey, look at me, I'm seeing waiver. Like what you got banned. Haha. Circumsoldier is so funny. Haha. I what it is.
Hey,
make
what
a video. No thanks. I will never upload the streams. Y'all give me all your money, you stupid dumb IDI.
Ideologists? I think there's a whirlicane outside. You always remind me of things. Oh, they're RPing. With a POW. Yeah, isn't that sick? That's like, I wonder what's on the Outworld. Like, anything could be there. Do a sick mission there. That probably like spark some shit. Oh, I didn't get to write about Utapau in this, but I hope someday I'll do it. Why? Cause like no, not even that. That's kind of like what a real alien would call his world, don't you think? His world. When you think about it, I kind of am Peter Parker, and in a few moments you'll see why. So here's Peter Parker expressing some angst. And here's Peter Parker just giving a few quick humorous remarks. Some are a bit edgy. I just looked them up off the internet, so this is just Peter Parker. Okay, here I go. Oh, I should've got that whip. Oh, that one's even better. The more guys you kill, the more your life is increased. Shot his uncle. I wish that's the way that video went. I am Peter Parker. I did once get my uncle killed because of the gun that was in my hand pointing at him. I have been bitten by a spider before. I go to high school. The beta keys are in the Utapau system. Are they sending them out? Because they said I was in the beta for it. What does the anime smell like? Prison love. I've been up all night making love. And still you persist. This game's good, and if you play multiplayer, it's good. Lots of guys whacking. Is this? Oh, it's still on the... I don't think I put it on medium. That's a secret! Find the robot janitor. Oh. What a good game today. We're waiting for a game to download, and I didn't want to stop playing once it downloaded. Oh, not the fucking knife. The fuck is this RP shit? No, that was my RP. I'm a guy who doesn't like that. Yeah, what was that in the third movie? He had a mission. He's like, go to Utapau. Fuck my transistor up. What's that? Shit, it's oh, the fucking mask. Someone's a ghost. I'm invisible. I'm a GH Why can't we see you? Cause I'm invisible. Ooh. Why is that?
Hello Mr. Cheney, we have your script ready for the next stream.
Okay.
Remember
can do
to
'em back
touch
to
on
back then.
hating women at least 7 times, and also mention Alex. We almost have her signing for publisher. Don't fuck it up, there's enough fat Canadians to replace you, Cheney.
Was that a threat? What mover made you go to Star Wars the most? Was it mover? Yep. Someday I want to make a Star Wars, like Star Wars. Which Alex then? Lost in the RP wars. You fought in the RP wars? I knew your father very well. He RP'd well. He was a natural. Do you guys watch those, what was that? Confused Matthew videos, those are pretty good. I like his videos about Star Wars and Star Trek. No, I want to direct the next Twilight. Fox, just give it to me. Mundane Matt tried to cry to me. Just don't fight sincerely on Twitter. Only have fun on Twitter. Also, I just put Monday Matt, and either he searches also Monday Matt, or someone's like, yo, Matt. Yo, Confused Matthew. Fill out this form. You're being deported to the north.
There was a young lady from
brand
Wheeling
management.
who claimed to lack sexual feeling, but a cynic named Boris just touched her clit or wrist, and she had to be scraped off the ceiling.
He touched her little wrist, and she rather enjoyed the sentiment. Misinformed Matthew. Sheeny boy. I enjoy being threatened. Someone said I terrorize women. I enjoy terrorizing women today on Twitter. I liked him when he did funny voices and terrorizes women. I don't rightly know that I could pose any threat or intimidation to a human woman. Girl, I'm gonna knock you down. Yeah, the MRA bro team.
I paid a lot of money
That is
to be on the
brigading.
8th floor of Otapow.
I didn't want to say it, but I paid extra, so that's my right. I'm entitled to it. The whole team terrorizes women. Yeah, it's just a weird, like, I think you're not just like making it up. I think you believe this, but like, where do you get it from? Or and do you have like a screenshot of it? I terrorize women. That's a goal to strive for. That version of myself has no problem with testosterone and maintaining an well, just getting it going. An erection. Maybe that's it. I'm gonna RP. No, I'm not. It's okay, sweetheart. You tried. We know you're really terrifying. Ooh, we're scared of you, but don't. You're gonna tuck yourself out. Stupid women. Just like a proactive, like, I'm helping women. There was a guy across the street, you didn't see him, but he was like, he had this fucking sword out. He's like, I can fucking kill that bitch, that ugly bitch. Yeah, I fucking hate her. She's a slut, she's ugly. But I took him down for you, so don't worry about him. You're safe. Okay, was any of that real you just said, or do you just want to like sound like you saved my life from something? And also you kept saying I'm ugly in there too. So if you made that up, that's also fucked up. I'm getting a call right now. I can't answer. You go on ahead. Oh, double golds. This can't be on the medium setting. Ya fucker. Tolstoy is free of all that. When's he gonna make new videos? Someone said he posted a thing that was like, I'm gonna dedicate more time to making videos. Do it, you goose! I miss Fester. At least he didn't terrorize women. I don't have time to stop and acknowledge each one of you fucking peasants. You know who I am? I'm Orange Shooter. 5 force fields on that. How many more key? I just fucking go. Yeah, this is great. I hate people like
Bro
this.
team, I am your biggest female fan. Wait, what are you
Okay.
doing? Ow, ouch, ow, ouch.
Ow,
That
ow.
hurts. Stop, stop, stop. Ouch, ow. Please, Mr. Pill. Ouch, ow, 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 ouchie, ow,
Would you
ow.
say that you're in a state of being terrified?
Please, please, PLE.
Oops.
Now I'm dead.
This is a mistake. Oops. What would... I don't even know how to pose that question, but someone...
Hey bro, I just wanted to let you know how sexually impressive I find you and I'd
Yeah,
like.
sick, thank you.
You top out my asshole sometime.
To
Please
top
stick
out?
your 3-inch lightsaber in my black hole. I'm tired of going solo. I need you to chewy my backa, you big hairy Wookiee man.
Wookiee man. I'll Udapausi. I can't wait to Udapausi of you. Is that it? Is that a good Star Wars sex thing for you? Just trying to think of a good. Toggle my ass. Yeah, look at all my Rubens I have. Carl Rubens. Oh, Carl Rubens is Chubbs, isn't it? And Paul Rubens is Peter Herbert? Carl Rivers. Nah, I don't know. I can't tell if you're a black man or Pee Wee Herman. All look the same though, so. Actors, they all look alike. Blast him! Come up here. Why don't you come up here and try to fight me? Bet you're so foolish you didn't know that a gun would hit you there. Planet Oedipus. Yeah, George Lucas was like, yo, one day I'm gonna drop this in my movie, no one's gonna have a fucking clue. Oedipus. There's a Jedi base I want you to take out there. Oh, I don't need this. Try to get me snake serpents. I won't move. Paul Walker was actually in a movie where he fucking turned into a dinosaur. The best part was when the dinosaur fucking tripped a bunch of people who were running away. His stupid dinosaur foot just goes right out and they all like, oh! Oh, he got me! Ah, this fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex just tripped me. I lived, but I got knocked for a bit. Yeah, I heal so fucking fast. Gilda Radner again. She's in every game. Taming the T-Rex. Eat. Oh, help! Death by cop. Wish this would also repair you, human. Ah! Yeah, fun one here. I just use it. Yeah. Eat a poozy system. Panzer game. Welch? I like my internet friends. I would love to be a friend with you on the internet. Oh, good. You walked right into it, Dom. That's the whole game. It makes your whole week. Okay. Let's play Spokies. The park. The park. The park. Could not install, dude. Man. Paul Crasher. Unreal 4. Funcom. Okay. Expect only a good thing. Okay, I have to go to water 1 sec. The park. The park. Boop. Okay, go. Yeah, how terrified did you get of outline focus? Shout? Yo, can you shout me a ride? Shout my cab? I'll shout you a burger. What's auto though? Are you sure? Okay. Nougat. Park is a narrative experience best played in dark room. It deals with subject matter. It has opinions. What's your opinion? It manipulates graphics, audio control, and your sanity. Or psychiatry. I like the end of that article about Yelp, so in South Park, that was like, this dude who is a professor of law at Harvard predicts that Yelp will not win their lawsuit against South Park. Matt and Trey replied to the sue and were like, this lawsuit, we have to give this lawsuit a 3 out of 10. Okay, shut up. Guylick Park. Ellen Page!
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
Kill him. Cool ass!
Stay in the car. We'll go and ask information.
Instantly hot damn. Look down. Bobies. I hate fucking seeing the player characters' feet in a game because I know they're not my feet. It fucks the immersion up. I hate seeing the player character's son in a game because I know it's not my son. That's a real thing a games journalist said. Drink bingo.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your
What's that a
earliest
reflection of?
convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
Misogyny is preparing the park. Women are fucking shout objects.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
This is in the future? Christopher Walken?
Pooya, 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 pooya.
It's time cranking her mind!
Calendar, I have games to play.
Lorraine,
Calendar?
don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath.
Did she just have huge
Think about
tits?
The last place you saw your
Her
son
jacket
was
started
taken.
shaking.
Hey, stop!
There goes your
I think
baby.
your boy just ran into the park.
You're...
Lock the gates for you.
Take your shoes off, Gnome Sin.
See those feet? She's got to shout them.
Wait for mommy, Callum.
Over here.
Callum.
I got an
where you
achievement just
going?
now.
Over here.
Wait up there for mommy, Callum.
This way.
Imagine playing this in VR. There's Christopher Walken again. Atlantic Island Park, Nathaniel Winter.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Over here.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn
Bulbs.
between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this
Childish
side,
whimsy.
the apathy of
What was
our
your
everyday
inspiration?
lives. And
A
on the
missing
other,
child.
Anything we might dare to dream.
This is the chocolate portion of
It's
the
no wonder
contest.
Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Callum is... Yeah, everyone doesn't like the name Callum.
Park is now closed.
Wait for mommy, Callum.
Press X to Callum.
Callum. For mom, you're putting a real dad effort into getting your child back. It's evil already. It's the dead hour. He's gonna transmogrify. It's the most fun in the park. When you're laughing in the dark.
The park. What happened?
Oh god, the
here?
park. What happened?
We need some creepypasta on these actual spooky stories.
She's saying one though. Did you donate to the... Why would I donate it? Why would I give anyone money? It's supposed to only come to me. Why didn't you give that in the form of a donate?
I'm
Lose?
not playing anymore, Callum.
Why don't you head over to our website? Log in to kissonline.com today.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Catch me, Mom.
This is some high art. Did Tale of Tales make this? Holy shit, man, this is so beyond the existence of
sweetie.
everything that has ever has or will be. Tale of Tales has truly immortalized the face of God into an interactive media. Entertainment.
They have another Kickstarter that they want to make this thing where it's a cathedral and you go inside and look at art. Someone said there's a tier where if you pledge, they'll make you into like a mummy or a dead person that you can look at in there. It's not a game, really. So they didn't just come back... Oh, now I can run. Come back to games after they said, fuck you. Capitalism. Capitalism is broken. It only...
Where are you?
Examine
I
management.
think this belongs to Callum.
She doesn't even know who her own son is.
Chad the
Plague.
Chipmunk, huh?
That's Hobo
Some guy
STD
in
font. That's Scooping. Worst in class, can't pass, likes to fight. Every night, dead in job, will die you useless slob. That's like that train. What was that fucking train's name?
What is
Handwritten
this
note.
about?
Purchase the land of Solomon Island. What's Solomon, bitch? No. What's Solomon? So whoever's in Cool Hole, say it. Cause it's that. You're true fucking this is a true Canaries Island. True Canary Island. Got them statues on it.
Come to mommy,
Any good
Callum.
secrets?
Come on, Mommy.
Funcom made this. Funk. They built it on an Indian burial ground. Yeah, I can't wait. This subverts tropes and expectations. Tunnel of Tales. How do you
Stay
know
where
that?
you are.
House of Horrors. My mom pronounces horror like horror, and
Come
she
on, Mommy.
back when renting videos was a thing, she'd ask for like horror films. And Kraken returns to Undertale live now. Go look at a Superior stream. Get on there. Get on
Callum,
there.
come back here right now.
Why are women feet so sexy? I strongly think it has something to do with privacy. We don't see our friends' feet on daily or weekly basis. When they take off their shoes next to you, it's the first
'Cause they're
sign they're
little.
getting ready to take off their panties.
Girls always want to take their shoes off, so don't flatter yourself. If I see a girl with no shoes on, she's probably been cruising for my ass for so long. Yeah, actually, if she's taking her shoes off, I interrupt and I'm like, don't fucking flatter yourself, bitch. Get out of here. I know what you're doing.
Forest, there lived a poor woodcutter.
It's weird that, like, at the sides of oceans and lakes and shit, I always find all these chicks are into me.
And a girl named Gretel.
On just like
They
dirt, on
were
like dry
very
dirt.
poor and had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I
Look at
tell
it.
you what, husband,
Look at his
we
woodcutter.
will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all four starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered
I was gonna
white
start
stones
recording the
from
chat,
ground
and then I
to
just
fill his pockets.
always never bothered doing it. Take their shoes off at a cinema?
The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into
How do you
the
know though?
forest.
Do you see it?
Before they
You see
leave,
naked feet,
their
or just
mother
like
gives
they've
them
taken their
slice
shoe
of
off,
bread
and you can see
and
that.
warns them that they will get no more
If it's
food
in a dark
that
room and
day.
you're far away and I don't smell it, if I can't smell your
Clever
body, that's
Hansel
okay.
leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house.
I hope Wendigs are in this. I got
After
an achievement
receiving
called
a
Chad.
thorough
I already
scolding
want to
from
go to
their
sleep.
parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect
Let's you
more
see the
white
chat from
stones,
past
but
stream? That's
found
fucked
that
up.
The door was locked. Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself.
Stick them onto the front row.
wife told
Ah,
the
one time
woodcutter.
in stupid fucking Quebec, we were doing some
In the
presentation
morning,
or
their
whatever,
mother gave them a
but
slice of
we're just
bread
sitting in an
and led them
auditorium,
deep
and
into the forest
stupid
once
girl
again.
put her legs like over. She's sitting behind us and put her legs onto our chairs, so it's like taking up our chair space, and her disgusting
Hansel
feet
broke his
were there,
bread
and it
into
smelled
pieces
bad.
And left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead
Fuck
them
Quebec.
safely
She
home.
wasn't Anglo though.
But hungry-eyed birds
I think she's from Nova
snatched up the
Scotia.
breadcrumbs and his trail was
Do you think they
destroyed.
ever wear socks there? So close to the water and the mountains.
Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3
Yeah, just
days.
record the chat, and then before I'm trying to sleep, I just reread it in real time.
The children stumbled into a clearing.
This sucks.
with an exceedingly strange house.
But now I'm making
Its
games for
walls
Panzer
were
Gaming
made of gingerbread,
Studios.
and its its windows were panes of clear sugar.
I'm not in Florida at all. I'm in Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
Ran forward and
I'm
began
from
to
Nova Scotia.
nibble
I'm not wearing
all
socks right now. You're the problem. How do we stop people like you? If you're on our side, tell us what that side was like.
Nibble, little mouse.
Despite all my rage, I am still just an Ellen Page.
She's a Nova
Old
Scotian.
woman emerged from
And
the
you
house,
see how that went.
sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come
The
in
Toronto
and
No Socks?
stay
That's her
with
team.
me. No harm.
This is so boring. Yeah, stop doing
But
this in
Hansel and Gretel
games.
stayed back. For the old woman
You start off and then it's like just... You know how this is a video game? Well, don't play it. You can turn your head if you want.
Don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2.
Can you enable blinking? Yeah. Let's see. It's probably an audio. Nope, go back. Who made this? Frida Wolf. Lori Payne. Bogey Man. Christian Bullhansen. Chris Hansen made it. It's a trick. If you respond in a certain way to certain events, you're a pederast. Clove Grau. Henning. Ratzenberg. Roar! Sobo! Yeah, Roar is working on the engine. He'll have it ready soon. He's just tightening it up. Billion Team. It's over? You won? What? Yep. Legal. Legally, I'm not allowed to talk about it. Okay. Catch a
Children
Poe
took
in a
them
bottle.
and began to
What the
eat.
fuck? It's done? Yep.
You see, nothing to fear.
The gooey.
here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
What a cool ride. Roar's just lying around doing nothing. Yeah, that's fine.
She stuffed Hansel into a cage.
Did you turn off section? Nope, she's still there.
And put Gretel to work, sweeping.
Oh, I should have
and
pretended it
cleaning
was
her
done.
hut.
I
Your
microwaved the shit
brother
dinner,
will
and
make
this
a
asshole's
good
already done.
mouthful, the old witch told Gretel.
Yeah, they make you ride a 2-hour swan ride so you can't get a refund. That's gonna be in every game from now on. Just padding at the start. This game was $10.
Passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat,
Fuck.
fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today, I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb
Dude,
inside
I'm gonna
and
go to
light
sleep,
the
you
oven.
fucking guy. You're already on thin shit.
Not to
Start being
understand.
very fun.
I do not know how. Where is the opening?
This game just came out. It's called The Park.
Fool! The old witch said. The opening is here! And she moved
Wrong
to show
opening.
Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large
They attacked her
iron
because she had
bolt over the
Crohn's
door to the
disease.
oven.
That's pretty ableist.
Gretel freed her
Could have
brother
bought
Hansel,
nearly 16
and together
meatballs.
they lit a fire
Holy
beneath
shit,
the oven.
dude, please!
Though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
Watch and see how thematically that ties into
And then,
everything. You'll be
because
surprised to...
even children can't survive on sweets.
Yeah,
They
good.
divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
This game's offensive to lepers. The moon is threplicorning. The goose looked at you. Oh, it's crying blood. I wish I was looking right at it and watched it turn around and look at me. Childs can't live on bread and sweets alone. The end. I got an achievement. I have 3 achievements from playing this game. Yo, does this game give cards? You can see your hand running. If you look down at Brass, you can't run.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off.
Okay, so her
Those
child's for
poor
sure
children.
dead. And she's telling
The
little
whole
rhymes to
world
herself.
against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch. Even the
Is this what women are
parents.
really like?
I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister.
But lovers.
Hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy. Looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Literally OMG. Yo, if you're gonna waste my time like that, let's see this some ass. Let's see some of it. She doesn't seem to be bothered about her child disappearing.
Another accident.
Harvest this.
Place. Don't hide from me, Callum!
Despite the constant interruptions, this is like Action Park in New Jersey. This is just exactly this. There's no ghosts, it's just terrible construction. The banned writings of Archie Henderson. I won't make mistakes. Oh, that sounds fucking exhilarating. Use your Witcher senses to track your son. If I've trained him well, he knows to hurt himself so I can track his blood. I can't smell you if you're intact.
Callum, where did you go?
Helen Keller named her son. His name is Robert. You fucking ableist. Skeleton clothing. Game idea. Action Park walk. Toynbee idea in walking simulator.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Do you just actually fucking ride every ride looking for your son?
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Sheriff Bannerman. Norma Creed. Goodbye, Norma Creed. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. He thought he was making an animal. When you first looked, it was a human face smiling out of the block of ice. The more you looked, it was something not quite right about the proportions. Something made... God damn. Teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit. And then ... Well, he went beer sick. For a moment, it was chouse. Everyone was running, and then... he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying. So this is a verbal thing they wrote down. It's unprofessional. Last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids landed on the ice sculpture, making it look more or less alive. It made the ice look alive when the kid's eye went on it. What a twist. Panzer Gaming Studios has a game with a twist like that. Let's see if I can go in it.
Stay where you are.
Right it, yeah.
Can't get on while it's moving.
Go faced. Oh, can you... Yeah, fuck it up. Let's go then I'm about to go nuclear on their asses. Do it. Okay. Let's see it. You just don't get it. You fucking don't understand our culture. Bigamist? Why does she want to do this? play a game called Pretend Your Missing Son is Phil Fish. Yeah, right behind you. Where are you? Why did she go on this? I don't rightly know that she deserves to find her child. Did you ever stream FTL? I think just for a bit. Callum! Imagine Motion Blur was on, I would farm it. It's Tim Burton! Tim Horton. This game, yeah, is this a VR experience? Oh, lol. Oh shit, it's the guy. I guess it was nothing. Onward to find my son.
Wait for mommy!
Oh.
Oh, I remember this.
Family ties.
Come out, sweetie.
Kim else.
Treachery hides in thoughts.
I'm a cheat.
Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our
I got
insides.
68 dogs around me.
The first
to
time I
protect
saw
me.
Callum, my thoughts betrayed me.
You can shoot me with
I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I
Oh,
had
you
built for
are a
Callum
scary
is no
ghost,
different.
Bill.
He was so real, so there, and so far from my
Offendatron.
expectations. And they shattered. And as they fell in pieces,
What did you do once you realized your
one
son was
treacherous
missing?
thought
I
became
rode
a
the
new
ride still.
foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single.
I can't read, I'm speaking. Wow, do you have no empathy? Lord Henry, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit. It wasn't even a work day. So the chipmunk suit is still alive, bothering people, like Freddy got fingered. Oh god, what was that?
Callum,
She's a mutalisk.
come out, sweetie.
Read Ellen's page. It is that girl.
Wait, Callum. Mommy needs to see you, Callum. Where are you?
This way.
Stop, Callum.
Stop.
Constant crashes and 80s music.
She interrupted her.
Float someone's boat.
Fight me on these. Battle cars. Calcium. Her skin looks like calcium. Really, she's just dreaming all this. She's really still on the table getting lightning in her. This is what you're gonna be like if you take another step onto these fucking bumper cars. You took another step, so we gotta do it now. I got an achievement. Shocking revelations. Get in it.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
Mother Goose said quack, quack, quack. Do you even have to go in these things? What if you just
Callum,
left?
where
Yeah,
are
she can
you?
run now. You could talk, you could talk, you could talk! It shocks you, it shocks you. There are still those words, those words, those words. Let's see you do it. Activate a quarantine field. Electrify my skeletonium.
Hello?
She has abilities. Dissuade them. They have sent an inspector to investigate the incidents. I've given them the grand tour. This is for sure gonna have a note that's like, help, they're coming in now, I can hear them, they're getting me, and then it slides off the page. The park itself is working against me. This sour man has become more. I'll pay for his stay. Oh god, dude, that's fucking riveting. That's terrifying, friend.
Come back, Callum.
This way, Mommy.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Is it up there? Oh, you do have to play it? Okay.
Callum!
I hope a skeleton don't come out. Lawrence Creed. The Creed's getting fucked up with this park. One of the straps attaching the load to the truck came united, causing an arcade of bumper oars into Francis. He was crushed by the weight of the oars. Francis was killed. Describe injuries. Kill. Dexter, the truck, claimed to see someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. No one else saw it. What if someone undid my strap on it? Someone's rippling the air. That's getting me in the mood for it. No? Get fucked up. I'm bored of this game. I financially can't be. I'm gonna crack a fucking keg open for this. Holy smoke, I'm feeling the party in me.
Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Callum died 2 years ago.
The sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad.
Just a scratch.
To me.
I think you're one of these because you repeat shit.
I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help.
Helen Keller.
Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony.
Is this gonna be like Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance?
I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me.
No, officer. I'd prefer if you shot me with the gun that you have on the side of you. Good page. Delayed by the incompetence of the builders. It makes my skin crawl. I chose this site. I called a few favors back in Brooklyn. Perhaps he will do it. Decrease it. Nah, this time go. This game is a setup. Yeah, cripe. Okay. Wow. Someone already bit this wheel. I feel ready for the big sleep. It is interactive, you fucking idiot. It's still a game, stupid. I decreased the speed. Philistine, you just wanna preserve the status quo.
Stay where you are.
Do I have to fucking go on this thing? Stay where you are. What are you? Identify.
Mommy is coming, Callum.
I have the ability to growth got. Okay. You being a ghost carny. The carnival took her soul years ago, but she still walks. Oh, I don't get to scream on this. In the background is Skyrim.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank.
Mom ran off with another mom.
Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner.
She told a fucking cardboard beaver
He
to
came in
stay
with some
still.
workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my
I'm a
shift was
cop,
over, he
Copperfield.
offered to walk me home.
Copperfield is the name.
I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually...
Is calcium
kissed.
just...
It felt like
Yeah.
love. It felt like a fairy tale.
She's got a calcium
I
deficit.
can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect
We had a
night.
baby one night.
Dawn and I moved in together, but then, well, he died.
Of
According to the
moving.
supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Dawn was there one moment, and then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. I was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale
With a new
fucking
Ferris
over.
wheel. Fairy tale Ferris wheel. Died of sex. Single mother, absolutely disgusting. So far the plot is just people thought I was a shit mom and I hated them because they were right. Just kill me, please kill me. She likes fun though, she went on rides. A lot of moms don't care to learn about the things their children are interested in. Well, there's that monster. Again.
Callum? Callum!
You're a good runner. Ooh.
Callum, where did you go?
Callum is behind you. Remember how good Alien Isolation was? And then there's every other game I've ever seen.
Callum! Tell Mommy where you are!
He's making baby cries. Press C to crouch.
Where are you, Callum?
Spin, spin, sugar. Did that slow pan to a leper spook yet? That'll be $20. Her eye is now here.
Callum, where are you?
Yeah, you.
Callum!
Don't do it, Mommy.
A
Don't
lot
do
of
it.
people idolize their children.
I
You hear
got
them
over
talking
it.
about
Yeah,
their kids
fucking
and just the
idolizing
way
kids.
they talk.
Anyway.
Their fucking voices make me want to vomit.
Yeah, fucking other
My
parents.
angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give up 9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses,
I was gonna say,
mopping
wiping their
feeding them.
ass.
Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until
She's starting to become a sympathetic
we
character.
all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest.
Pro-choice supported
Callum
bias.
really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything.
He really grinds the
Everything.
machinery involved
It
in
served the
operating a
little
roller
fuck right
coaster.
if I just abandoned him. Callum, where did you go? Don't be afraid. Mommy is coming, Callum!
Aren't you that rope I kicked out earlier? No, I'm afraid not.
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
Kid is literally satin.
Stay where you are!
Detecting anomalies. The twist is that this is in Chernobyl.
Where are you? Callum!
Yeah, they should have had more diverse voices on the writing staff. It's only gonna get better. More diversity it has. Another achievement. Can you please stop hearing with your
We need to talk about
That joke gave me
Callum.
cancer.
What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are
He's behind her.
everything that this place doesn't
Look at his
want,
hook handles.
The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is
He's
Callum?
kissing her neck.
Poor child.
Jack
He
Skellington.
tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But
Of
the
screams.
bar is just so hungry.
I can
Tell
feel
me
the
where
art
my
of war
son
coming.
is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
You just gave up on the world, didn't you?
Fool. You always were.
Is this an ancient dad? I want VR to go on a roller coaster. All that you love will die. Those are like her feet in a stirrup. Why did you get on this roller coaster? No safe. You can chase your dreams. That wasn't a hallucination. Callum McGregor? Do you want your picture? Yeah! We took a picture of you going down that hill. I thought I could not be tired for this whole stream, but instantly... Oh, okay. It works! We're dead. What a wonderful day. If only these people knew they were fucking. Yeah, a lot of dourness going on. Immortality. He's harnessing child joy into immortality. The more children he perfectly amuses, the longer he'll live. Killed by a drunk gurney driver.
I can help you, Callum.
Gunsy.
The witch awaits.
Hope's Light. A lot of achievements. Makes me feel like I've played 80% of this game already.
This isn't a game, Callum!
This isn't some fucking
Callum, where are you?
joy
Callum has
feel
bruises on
good
his
park.
arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. But he doesn't want to answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk.
This isn't a bloody
He's been changing too.
splish splash show.
Something sinister lurks in the darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night,
Do you take
he
showers
tosses
with
and
your
turns
kid?
and cries
Because
out
I
words
knew
that
someone
I cannot understand.
who fucking took showers with
When
her
I try to
kid.
soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep.
Yeah, did you
changing him.
actually mean that ghosts are watching
They're
you
taking
at every
my baby
moment?
away from me. I can save him. And there will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, he will understand why.
I love them exclusively in the end. Laughing clowns. Put your balls in our mouth to win great prizes.
The whole town was shocked by that one.
Corpse, sour taste.
Never found out who
Do
did it.
you mean a dour taste? And Park Goer's mouth. How Laurel. How are you? The Solomon Chronicle. Corpse was discovered. Teenager from Innsmouth. Yeah, he's got that Innsmouth look about him. Whack-a-jack. All these are sexual jokes. Cotton candy. Yeah, fuck, dude.
Callum? Callum!
Pickled punks. Things are about to get just a little bit weird. Just a little bit hard.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Yeah, you're shoehorning my amusement park experience, Callum.
I can help you, Callum.
Don't let him take me.
Then help me by not letting this coyote eat my intestines. Wild dogs are eating parts of my body, Mom.
What are you scared
I wish you'd stop going on every ride. That looked like Teddy.
This isn't a game, Callum. You bastard.
I'm scared.
Who did this to him?
You bastard. You killed my kid, you bastard. Okay.
Callum, where are you?
It just made me look at it.
Callum? Callum!
Caleb?
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Sucks. I saw it from the corner and then just looked at it and it's like, yeah, this is the real look. Montreal Amusement Park Simulator. La Ronde? I almost got to go and then I got in trouble for staying out late.
Come back!
That's a big bear. Take pills.
These are mine.
Who yip. Yeah, I'm pressing the button and she hollers. When you right click, she shoots. Say no to gaffers. 1980s. All that you love will be carried away. I write my favorite lyrics on there. Some kids laugh and... Okay, well, if you're not going to show it... Leroy Brown. Fuck gravity. Yeah. Is a fat, but his daughter's hot. I can taste your dick, your mother. Blame it all on gravity. You need to go to sleep, end this.
Callum, I'm
Really?
sorry.
This is Soma still. Blame it on gravity. Should play some boy bands with this. Knock 'em. Callum.
Don't leave me here, Callum. Don't leave me here, Callum.
Stupid mom, don't touch me. Yeah, I got shit to do also. I'm reading by Laurel and Howdy. The Penis creator. Every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness. Sweet the temptress that grips the shaft, twists the shaft. Absconding with... Yeah, okay, well just more dinkies, please. God, that's fucking sexing me up. Pickled pumpkin.
Forgive me, Callum.
Oh, what is it? There's something on her. She can run sometimes and then can't other times. Oh yeah, if she's talking.
I'm sorry.
He's absconded with the money.
Forgive me, Callum.
Need some trailer horns, and that trailer dropped.
No.
Boom. It's our whole last chance. Boom. Do it. Boom. And then explosion. What a strange trip it's been. Is this the end of the game? This is a fucking $10 game. It's gotta be a $10 game, don't you think? Woo! It's a big bear.
The park is a collage of contradictions all of its own.
Roll credits.
Millions of people die every year in car crashes. And the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with
bumper
15
cars, roller
cents worth of
coats.
mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. What secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs,
Condoms.
the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. In the face of the witch looms over it all.
Okay, imagine Davis
Always
Arini
despised the
saying all
toothy
this,
grin
and that's
and warty
exactly one of
nose.
his scripts.
I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes. I think Callum is waiting for me. Inside.
Stares at the world. There's nothing left for me to stand on the sidelines, watching the world circle down the drain. Luxury gives way to pleasure and sexual lust of. What the fuck did you even say in that movie? He's like 33 years old. Why did he make that? Guy hitting the sticks. There's some fights in the alley. Was cutting even a thing in the ancient 80s. Yeah, so now am I a fighter? Oh, now it's first person. House of Horrors, a lot of Germans.
Leave me alone!
There was a part in this game where you just had to sit in a swan ride, and I must think, yep. And just
Show
work
yourself.
at it. Suddenly within the modern day myths of mysteries, what? This is part of the secret world? The MMO? That's her face! Look at her! Okay, well, her hand. There's no.
Why not just make a fucking movie? Why did they have to make this? Why not just make a fucking film
Is she
if
a
you're
demon?
not giving the player any agency at all in the first place? Just make a fucking film instead. SHEEET and PEEEES.
She didn't sing it, she's just pissed. Shit and piss. Mom jeans. And piss. Shit and piss. Ugh. It's the Green Goblin. And piss. Yeah, look at them jeans. Callum, get here.
Make me see.
Make me
Why did
see.
you steal me?
Mid thigh gap. Yeah, waist gap.
Don't leave me.
There's an age
Show
gap.
yourself. Who was that? Leave me alone.
Haunted Nazis.
Don't leave me.
Yeah, now she can't scream properly. It's picking up anomalies everywhere.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Sing a little song to occupy yourself.
Show yourself.
Dance, dance, dance. Yeah, I'm almost sweating. Of
Leave
how
me
scary
alone.
this game is. No thanks. I'm gonna go down this step.
I'm a horrible mother.
I'm a horrible
Where is
mother.
he? What have you done with him?
Imagine. Maybe this is really the end of the game. They just tried to stretch out their content. Because imagine all the shit that took so long. You could just go through fast and.
What have you done with him?
Yeah, see? What was that?
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
I'm a fucking horrible parent. A furry spooked ya.
Stop!
Oh, what's furry?
Give him to me!
A Eurypterid. Bow. I think I'm supposed to be looking at certain things when that happens, because...
Don't make me look at it.
Don't make... Okay, I will. Can't dismiss him. Playtester, yeah, that's it. It's a shame about Steve. I rather liked him. A few casualties. Okay, so it's fucking violent now.
Where is my boy?
Surrounded by playtesters.
What have you done with him?
This you, girl? You mess with me, I'll put X's on your head. Yeah, she's singing this Troll Bear. Forget that. Can your friends do this?
Show yourself.
He can't stop for 2 seconds to get spooked? I welcome the opportunity. Three little pigs went out one day.
Don't leave me.
On Hercules' beard, they had it. They went to Jerusalem and they made an offering to the Lord. No one touched them. They're allowed free passage. They're afraid to.
Don't make me look at it.
I think we're about to be taken. Don't make me look at it. Fair and calm. Play XCOM with me. A circus burns to the ground on opening night, killing dozens. Let the show begin.
Who was that? After they let me out, they gave me Callum back and sent me home with a handful of breadcrumbs.
Disconnect.
Home, bittersweet home.
Yeah, we're getting rid of you. You can't pay for
They
shit.
recognized
Dunwich,
it.
it's...
Where there had been color and light, there were
They're doing it
shadows
on
and
purpose.
regrets.
Hunger.
Where there had been warmth,
The
there was
Dawners.
a bone-deep coldness that never went away. I tried my hardest to
Oh,
keep
I
the
gotta get
ghosts at
sneeze
bay.
coming up.
Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum,
it.
did the things that
To
they told
Canada.
me. It will get better, they said. Every
Mummy
day will
and
be
me
a
in
little
car.
better than the last. I'm in the woods
Love
now,
you.
lost and afraid.
From Kaloon.
Things never got any better.
Disconnect, that's a sign.
Leave me alone.
Lucky Star. Lucky Smoke. The Wilting. Susan Ass. Chance O'Hara. Chance to do critical. Remember, drop off coffin. Electricity. Fix it. Buttercorn. Can your friends do this? Smells some dirt. It follows.
Leave me alone!
Oh yeah, I have been screaming.
Please, don't make me see.
Agreed on our meeting. You recovered from your illness. According... Yep. If you could read this letter, you're healed. Read notice. Miss Maillard. Donald Williams. Yeah, you don't get the money anymore. They weren't receptive. Don't contact me. At least the machine was for the pigs. Lorraine's suffering from fucking not leaving me alone. Lorraine Kimberly Maillard. Weekly follow-up, Mood Stablers, lithium based. Norma Creed. Zolift, Flags Pharmacy, and King's Mouth. I'm starting to put the clues together. I did see that in the top left corner. Machine for mallards. Nightmare couscous.
Stop! Don't
Where is
leave
it?
me.
Where is it? What other guns do you
Show
get?
yourself.
See how fast he turned around? Don't touch me! It's the pit. Out of here, butthead mom. Love you. I like this park. This is terrifying like Petey. Yeah, rip this is Petey. Ugh, this is fucking Petey. How to make anyone love your video game.
I'm a horrible mother.
That.
Where is he?
I'm horrible. If that fucker don't start paying up.
What have you done with him?
What have you done with him? Look at his hate. It's Clementine again. The Chicago fucking losers. She, why, her. Che Guevara. Ease her cry. Ease her cry. Bye bye. You'd. Yes. Say yes. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna propose to Callum. Write, will you marry me? Say yes on a Rubicon cube and give it to him, and if he solves it, he gets to get asked to marry me. Zolift, potatoes, apples, fish sticks, tickets to Atlantic. Oh god, that's a build up. Solve it.
I'm a horrible
Solve
mother.
it before the. I'm a horrible mother. I'm a horrible mother. Not before the drop. I'm a pill elemental. History of. Yeah, Solomon. What's Solomon? I didn't run away. Dad took me. Lorraine, I received your letter and I'm surprised you fucked off with your dad all those years ago. Then disappeared due to all that edge. Still, I would have fought you. Please don't contact me again. I'm not ready to forgive you. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. Thank you, William. The new watch, it is very nice. It has made me a happy carrot. Yo. Yeah, we're foreclosing on your fucking shit, and I'm sure you'll draw a stupid top hat man on this too. Please stop sending us these replies. Mother gosh.
Give him to me!
Is that a naked baby ass? Give him to me. Ugh. That book hasn't changed. The eyeball landed right on the ice, making it look oddly alive.
Don't leave me!
It went in her. She's putting it in her bobies. Look how big this hat is. If this is a human being woman wearing Uggs, look at this hat. Get in it. This is become my vessel. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Examine. Where's the safe space? Examine. Oh, that was us when we were so fucking... My two best friends, Dawn and Laura. Sonny and Cher. The video game. Shopping list. Video games had to
Lorraine,
be that
this is
big.
Captain Williams. I rescued you from being a prisoner in this shit carnival. I have important information about your son Callum. Please get on the log ride. Please get on the log ride.
I rescued you from this shithole.
I'm a horrible mother.
You caused this.
Where is he?
I'm a horrible mother. I have important information regarding your son, Callum.
I'm a horrible mother. Where is he?
Oh, horrible mother.
Leave me alone!
They Greteled him. How badly do I don't want to do that at all. Why would I ever get up? Is there a pizza on fire or something? I didn't run away. They took me. Have a nice day. Nobody can help you. Don't fuck this up. Oh yeah, you're batshit fucking insane. Let's be clear. You're no way sound mind and body. You're a danger to everybody. Please note that your only escape from this should be drugs. A shitload of them. Oral. Shit can make it. Is it good? You're suffering. I realize nobody cares. You don't fuck it up, Dr. Spock.
Show yourself.
I'm a horrible mother. I want that in every game. Imagine StarCraft 2 with that. Thank you, William. The new watch has made me
Who was that?
a hippie.
Show yourself.
I'm a horrible mother.
Where is my boy?
Boy is killed.
Alone.
Fuck this game. I'd rather let some random stranger come ease in my Dale hole.
I'd rather let someone ejaculate into my dick hole. Do not doubt your titty milk.
Give it to me.
Did you just keep going in a circle? Can you go in the neighbors' lose yet? What about the social?
Add I'm a
contact?
horrible mother to the sub scream at the end.
Yeah, okay.
Look in the game's files for the sound.
Two children are led into the woods. They are lost
horrible
for a
mother.
time, but then are captured by an old witch.
This repeats for 2 hours to
The
avoid
child goes
refunds.
missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch, but I am, aren't I?
Who did you want to be? Eyes without sparkle. Aw. The world is my boyhood.
What have you done with him?
Say it. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel? Hansel?
Don't make me look at it.
Oh god, is this like a hell squid? It's Oh, well, still, is this a different
Cal?
person altogether?
Cal?
He fucking took his shoe off. We talked about this.
Callum? Callum!
He's got a Cthulhu on him. Played by Meryl Streep. Bet you won't do it. It's got all the good trailer sounds in it. Gosh, it's hot. I like your little bow there, your ribbon. Oh man, what a compelling climax. And just close a little vignette on that, and let's see her little boo there. Let's see the credits. There's no game after this. For sure, just show credits.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine.
You did nothing. Her finger's going in her
Don't blame
fingers.
yourself, Lorraine.
Yeah, don't be
You
hard. You
lose things all the time.
did nothing wrong. People lose sons all the time. Where did you put him last? Oh,
Take a
Christ.
deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
Literally that. People lose things all the time.
In my heart and mind,
In my heart?
I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
My asshole? Dreamlike state. I got another achievement. Holy shit! That was the whole game. Everything we joked about happening happened. Please stop making games like this. Ha ha ha, wow. Serious, mate? She fucking left him. The end. Fuck you. Fuck this. Okay, let's get out of it fast so we can refund that. The park. God, what a terrifying exploration. Refund that. Sick. Yeah, I have the highest score on all the servers. The park. Continue. Yeah, I want to play it on difficult extras. Thank you for playing. It's just, yeah, it's the Secret World universe. The secret. So this is a promo to play the Secret World. You fucking bastard. If you here's some things to play in the Secret World. Does anyone play it? I'll send you these. Tell me your password. Time played 2 hours 1 minute. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so let's see it. It's not what I expected. I'd like to request a refund. How much was it? I could go to my PayPal, please. 1 hour of playtime. 13 of 14 achievements unlocked. The game's too it's not fun, I guess. Well, once again, the issue... Yeah, okay. It's a goddamn walking simulator that is nothing like what is to be reasonably expected from its store page. Just go and no, just that. Don't even put a period. Erase. Don't put capitals in there. Success. Your refund request is now pending. Sick. Let's play some titties. What do you want to play? Operation Z. Can we just play? No, main. Hold backspace and erase the entire game. Look at my entire dog. Okay, now what? It's so quiet in here. Kingdom! Cases! Open some cases. No? Forget that. Let's make some let's get some upvotes. What are we saying on Reddit? Operation Zomboid. Open them wonderful cases. Kingdom. Okay, let's play Kingdom. Hey. This is a time machine. It's 9:26 right now. Remember when you could have stopped? I don't even want to look at this game anymore due to heartbreak. Liquor ice. They didn't even spell it right. Spell what? Uber? Oh, yeah. I don't want to be some fucking man. If I'm gonna be a puck, I'll be a walk. Play murder. We did it. Yeah, there. Why is it quiet? This shit's calming as fuck. Okay, good. Yeah, it's good. You get to go in it. Time for nothing but this until 3 a.m. Do they sometimes give you a lot more coins? What? Yeah, why do you swivel me around so much? Okay, this time don't. Just always get tons of... Is this even good? Okay. You can forgive yourself for saying that. It's incredible. What else you got? Then you hire some men. I can only take one of yous. Clicker heroes would be nice. You sound like the smartest guy I know about. Play Spookies also. Slurp it. Wow. Someone. Yeah, did David Cummings do? Yeah, put me to sleep. David, take me aboard. Oh yeah, you have to do it on. Don't do it. Okay. David Cummings. Featured by Amity Argot. Oh, it's fucking 2 hours. By Edgar Allan Poe. Job opening. Editors wanted. Shit! Apply now for a career with Chilling Tales for Dark Nights.
Chilling Tales for Dark Nights.
Jeff Clements oral stimulation. From... Oh. Just... Did you... Performed by Jeff Clement. You're a fucking idiot. Otis got a new one or what? Play some Gyri. The Odd Kids. The Catacomb, it's a new one!
Good evening, and
that
welcome to Otis Gyri's Creepypasta Crypt. In the mood for a tasty pasta
Yeah,
to
tasty
increase
one,
your
don't fuck me.
adrenaline rush?
I don't want my pants pulled
Well,
down about the
you've come
price.
to the right place. Pull up a chair, get some popcorn,
How's
put
that?
your feet up, and have a listen.
Otis emote Len.
If you dare.
The Catacomb
The
by
Kotanko.
Peter Shilston, narrated by Otis Gyrie.
Otis MF Gyrie.
I'm
I think
retelling
it
this
is.
story as it was told to me.
Can you do
Imagine,
accents?
if you can, a coach making a tour of the island of Sicily in the middle of August, carrying a couple of dozen English package holidaymakers on the usual lightning inspection of places of interest. Palermo in 2 days, Agrigento in
It
another
looks like a
2,
magical bean.
Syracuse meriting only 1, a trip by chairlift up Mount Etna, and then home. The sort of people one finds on such tours are invariably the same. A number of school teachers, earnest retired couples, parents who have inappropriately brought children and are beginning to wonder why
dwarf
they
run?
didn't save themselves trouble
Old-fashioned
by
RPG,
going to the beach
turn-based,
instead,
point and click.
and a
What
handful
the
of
fuck?
single unattached people. Furthermore, their
say it's good, though.
behavior is always the same. Some spend all their time grumbling at the quality of the hotels and food. The younger men wonder why there are no available attractive young ladies on the tour.
Why aren't there,
Children get
why aren't
bored.
there anyone hot
And the
there?
school teachers carry guidebooks and maps around
Well,
everywhere
ain't I
and take enormous
old?
numbers of photographs. Others seem to show no interest in the historical sites at all, and spend all their time either sitting in the nearest cafe or buying various unpleasant souvenirs.
Unpleasant.
This particular coach party was a typical
Dillers.
one, I think. Among its members was a certain Mr. Pearsall, a quiet,
Pearsall.
solitary, middle-aged man of vaguely scholarly appearance. He
Mr.
had
Pearsall.
enjoyed the tour and had been duly impressed
that's
by the Greek
revitalizing.
temples of Agrigento and the mosaics in the great cathedral
Nipples of
at
magenta.
Montreal. But he had not managed to make close friends of any of the other passengers, and now that the holiday had only a couple of days left to run,
Fuck 'em
he
up.
was looking forward to getting back home again. Consequently, he was mildly irritated when old Mrs. Tavistock, in the back of the coach,
Soap
started to
McTavish
complain
fucking
of
bought
stomach
on.
pains. She had been something of a moaner throughout the tour, but now she was looking genuinely ill, with the result that Giuliano, the courier, had to ask the driver to stop in the next town so that a doctor could be brought. The next town turned out to be a nondescript settlement nestling beneath an enormous cliff, with little apart from this huge overshadowing presence to distinguish it from any of one of 50 other small towns that they had already passed through on the tour. Here, Giuliano went in search of a medical man, leaving his charges dozing, idly reading their books or making desultory conversation.
Desultory.
It was mid-afternoon, and the sun was blazing fiercely. All sensible Sicilians were indoors
simple.
having a siesta.
Like what?
Shutters were
I have
down
so
on
many
every
layers
window,
to
and
my
not a soul was
personality.
visible in the street. After a while, Giuliano returned, and regretted to inform them that they would have to wait at least an hour for Mrs. Tavistock to receive attention before they could proceed.
Yeah, I think this was in a scary
In the meantime, they could get out and stretch their legs, though it was unlikely that they would find anywhere open.
Find any legs?
The coach would sound its horn to call them back when it was time to go. Here, he engaged
Why
in
can't I
an
go over there?
animated conversation in Italian with Umberto, the
This is
driver.
an invisible wall?
He made many emphatic
fuck is
gestures,
that?
the upshot of which was some more unencouraging information. The local people, said Giuliano, kept themselves very much to themselves, and there were
Kept
really no
themselves very-
facilities for tourists at all. No coaches normally
Weird.
stopped there, and there was little point in trying to explore the town.
They kept themselves pretty
Really,
much
it
to
had nothing to
themselves.
offer. He expressed his regret again, and had a few more words with Umberto. Mr. Pearsall's command of Italian was not great, but he seemed to detect the phrase, "Can't come to much harm if they're all together." Mr. Pearsall, however,
There's an
did
Italian
not intend to
werewolf.
stay with the others as they stood around on the pavement in a pointless fashion.
Italian Spider-Man.
He had glimpsed a church down a side street as they drove into town.
Drove
It
it
had looked
down.
old and surprisingly large for such an insignificant place, and thought it might just be worth an exploratory visit. The harm Giuliano had mentioned, assuming he had understood him right, he took to mean thieves. They had been warned to be aware of bag snatchers in the major cities, but it was hardly
Clean
likely
place.
that gangs of muggers would bother to patrol a town where no tourists ever stopped. The streets seemed absolutely deserted. Besides, Mr. Pearsall was still quite
Don't
fit,
stay
and
out there at
he
night.
imagined he could hold his own against the average thief, or at the very worst,
See to that horse
run
already?
fast enough to get away. So, taking his camera, he imparted his intended destination to a fellow passenger who showed not the slightest inclination to accompany him, and set out at a brisk pace. The side streets of the town were very narrow and ran steeply up the hill toward the great beating overhang of the cliff. Some of them had steps in them. Mr. Pearsall wondered how claustrophobic it would be to live beneath that great black shadow, and also speculated whether the town was ever damaged by rock falls. After a
balls.
couple of turns into dead ends, he found himself in a little gravel-strewn square, as devoid of people as the rest of town, facing the church itself. A glance at the sun told him that he was approaching it from the west end. The southeastern corner of it almost touched the base of the cliff.
Ooh.
Because it had exactly the same color and texture as the towering mass, the church gave the slightly disturbing impression of having been carved by the hand of a
I'm
giant
immersed.
in a single
I'm
piece
immersed.
out of the living
Talk over.
rock. His first sensation, Mr. Pearsall tells us, was of great age and general dilapidation. The church looked far older than the Doric temples at Agrigento, and which he admired earlier in the week, though his intellect told him this could not possibly be the case.
I have a superior
He
intellect.
supposed it must be a
Emotional
Norman,
intellect.
though possibly on an older foundation, Arabic or even Roman. The style was typical enough, though rather ill-proportioned. Two squat, heavy towers with hardly any windows, and
Typical
those
fucking
very
Arab
small,
tower.
and flanked a portico of 3 large pointed arches. What little decoration there had ever been was now barely discernible. There seemed at one time to have been fresco paintings inside the portico, but now the plaster was badly cracked, and in some places fallen away entirely. Only a dim few outlines
noticed
of
this
human
afraid.
figures, presumably saints, could be discovered. There was a large wooden door, decayed and worm-eaten, with panels carved in what had once been ornate abstract patterns. Moorish influence, said Mr. Pearsall to himself, and tried the door. It was locked. This was predictable under the circumstances, but still annoying. Mr.
Yeah, why can't
Pearsall
I
retreated
go
to
that
the
far?
square to take a picture, and then looked at his watch. A mere 15
like
minutes
a
had
pro
passed
bowler.
since he left the coach, and he still had plenty of time to kill. The day was hotter than ever, and if there was any shops in this god-forsaken place, they were resolutely shut. He decided to stroll round outside the church, for sheer lack of anything else to do.
Sherlock.
Besides, he would be in the shade for part of the walk, and it would be cooler. Without any great enthusiasm, he set out. He was a mild-tempered man, but if there was one thing that caused him irritation, it was suddenly finding himself with nothing whatsoever
It was
to do
Arab
when he
people.
had expected to be occupied. Along the south side of the church, the shuttered houses ran so close that the street was more like a tunnel.
Yeah, what the fuck
He had
is
not
that?
gone far when he noticed a small side door. It should cause us no great surprise that he tried to open it, and much to his gratification, found it was not locked. Surprised at his good fortune, and congratulating
it's
himself on his persistence, he went inside. At first, there was nothing to be seen, so dark was the interior after the savagery of the afternoon glare outside. But soon, Mr. Pearsall's eyes had grown accustomed to the gloom, and he was able to look around him. He knew at once that his walk had been worthwhile. In his tidy fashion, he began to classify what he could see. A long, high nave with aisles on either side, clearly another Norman church, with the pointed arches learned from the Arabs. But, unlike some of the others he had seen on his visit, this church had not been revamped later on in the Baroque period. There was not a Corinthian pilaster to be seen. The capitals of the
Pilaster.
columns seemed to be a mass of grotesque carvings, but were so thick with grime that he could not distinguish them clearly. Indeed, the whole interior was very dirty. The pews were thick with dust, and the candles so discolored that they looked as if they had not been lit in years. Clearly, they were
sides look like
expecting
they
no
haven't been licked
visitors,
in
for
years.
there was not a guidebook or a postcard visible anywhere. Then Mr. Pearsall saw the mosaics. He had already been initiated into the marvels,
Okay, so
which
it's bugged,
the
right?
Normans
'Cause I
had
can't-
bequeathed to
Fuck, I thought-
Sicily in this field,
thought
in
they
such
were coming.
staggering compilations as the Cathedral of Montreal and the Palatine Chapel in Palermo. But
French
even
leave.
so,
Ah,
the
God, you got
examples of the
fucked.
art on display at this out-of-the-way place quite took his breath away. Here, some nameless craftsman of the 12th century had taken the Byzantine style
Yeah, thanks.
and interpreted it with a vigor and liveliness that were all his own. A veritable poor man's Bible of astonishing power covered the walls. Mr. Pearsall quite forgot the passing of time as he followed the treasures on display. Here was the creation of the world in a sequence of 7 pictures. There were
Why
Adam
cannot
and
I go
Eve
past
tempted
this?
by the serpent and expelled from
Did they
paradise.
patch it or something?
More
What the fuck
scenes
is that?
followed.
Idiot.
Cain murdering Abel, the building of the ark, the drunkenness of Noah, the Tower of Babel, Abram and the destruction of the cities of plain, the sacrifice of Isaac, on, each one more startling than the last. How odd, thought Mr. Pearsall, as he moved from scene to scene, full of wonder and admiration, that the inhabitants of this town should discourage tourists. Here they had some of the finest mosaics on the island, if not in the whole of Italy, and yet they were left to decay out of sight in a locked and dirty church. Why, with just a little initiative and energy from the town's authorities, visitors would surely come flocking to see such marvels. Did they object to the very idea of tourists? Surely there were enough prospective cafe owners and postcard dealers in the place to insist that something was done.
Yeah,
and
what the
why
fuck
was
is
the
that?
church not mentioned in any of the guidebooks
I was allowed to
which
go
he
before?
had read so assiduously before starting on his tour? Such were the musings that passed through Mr. Pearsall's mind, but after a while he began to have doubts. It became noticeable that, though the artist had great natural vigor, it was the portrayal of evil which called forth his finest efforts. The serpent in the Garden of Eden, for instance, was given a human face that bore a sinister and seductive leer. In the story of Cain and Abel, there was no doubt that it was Cain who was intended as the hero, for Abel, as he lay helpless on the ground, was a mere hapless simpleton, whereas his murderer, standing over him with a spade raised to cleave his skull, was full of savage power. King Nimrod's soldiers of Babel looked like mindless automata. The picture of Saul and the Witch of Endor, which was situated in the darkest corner of the church, perhaps
Wicked.
deliberately, was covered with cobwebs. After examining it closely, Mr. Pearsall was almost glad of this, for inside the
killed
witch's cave
Cain.
were certain unpleasant non-human shapes that were perhaps, well, left unseen. Perhaps the artist was a Manichaean. Here's Mr. Pearsall, a Cathar or an Albigensian. Or are they the same thing? Have I got the dates right? More convinced of the existence of evil than of good. Perhaps his mosaics were condemned as heretical. But in that case, why weren't they destroyed instead of just closing the church down?
That does.
Now I wonder what he's made of the New Testament. Their mosaics were even more unsettling. Mr. Pearsall could not find an Annunciation or even a Nativity, but there was a quite horribly realistic massacre of the innocents, in which a number of ingenious and disgusting means had been devised of slaughtering the children, while King Herod sat on his throne overlooking the carnage and laughed. The portrayal of Judas receiving his 30 pieces of silver from Caiaphas would have stood as one of the artistic masterpieces of all time, were it not so exceedingly unpleasant. And so it progressed, through various nasty portrayals of people possessed by devils, through the stories of Simon Magus and Ananias, both of whom, once again, were the most vivid characterizations in their particular scenes, right up to a terrifyingly powerful portrayal of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. By this time, not only was Mr. Pearsall distinctly upset by the mosaics,
but you can't
but he was
pierce
feeling
those mosaics.
increasingly ill at ease.
He got bothered by
At
art.
first,
He
the
wants to
church had
censor
been
it now.
completely silent, but as time went on, it seemed full of little noises he could not locate. His footsteps echoed round and round in a long diminuendo, but they seemed to be answered by odd rustlings and creakings. No doubt these were the normal sounds of rodent life or of aged woodwork at the start of its death throes. But when, like Mr. Pearsall, one is alone in an ancient church in the middle of a strange town, where not a single human inhabitant is yet shown his face, and when, furthermore, one is surrounded by the most disturbing illustrations of biblical
I didn't have
evil,
to before, and now I have
such
to?
rational explanations carry distinctly less force. Once or twice he held his breath and stood perfectly still to see if the noises continued. Not only that, he also increasingly felt he was being watched. Probably it was only the faces in the mosaics that caused this, but on more than one occasion he thought he saw a movement right in the corner of his field of vision, and whirled around in alarm only to find nothing. Finally, he came to a Virgin Mary who was quite devoid of the usual serenity, but instead had the voluptuousness of a vampire. So appalling was her expression that he thought for a while she must be a portrayal of the scarlet whore of Babylon. But no, she had the posture and the usual clothing of the Virgin, and there, in her arms, was the Christ child, a hideous infant with an oily and sanctimonious grin, which put Mr. Pearsall in mind of a satiated appetite for something perverse. He shuddered and was filled with a sensation of such acute distaste that for a moment he forgot the noises. All this time he had avoided looking at the East End, intending to keep till last his viewing of what was always the glory of the Sicilian churches, the great figure of Christ in the apse above the altar. Now he could keep from it no longer, and turned his gaze in that direction.
This is from Goosebumps.
It was indeed a masterpiece, in spite of the dirt and the cobwebs that encrusted it. As usual, Christ's head and shoulders were portrayed, robed in red and blue, the right arm extending in blessing, the left holding an open book lettered in Greek. The treatment of the material by the unknown artist
was a blood fucker.
But the expression on Christ's face was uniquely horrible. A malignant sneer of contempt. The eyes were very piercing. Mr. Pearsall could not read Greek.
Yeah.
He suspected that the
pierce
words
those
written
eyes?
on the open page of the book were hardly a normal scriptural
Okay, so
text.
all those people are fucked. You just fucked
The right hand, was that the usual gesture of blessing? Or was it the first and last fingers held up? The gesture known as the devil's horns. This is a blasphemous church, said Mr. Pearsall to himself.
This
The
church is
mosaics
no
may
good.
be very fun, but they are also very horrible.
Fuck.
Some bishop, perhaps even the
So
Pope,
you fucked
condemned
it
them
pretty bad.
and the church closed down. Even the townspeople don't like to talk about them because they are still a very religious people. They don't let
There are still
tourists
those
in.
words, those
Just
words,
as
those
well.
words.
These pictures are enough to give anyone nightmares. Well, I'm glad I've seen them, but it's not a pleasant place to visit on your own, and I can't say I'll be sorry to leave. He glanced at his watch and was almost relieved to find that his hour had practically expired. It gave him an excuse to leave without exploring the rest of the church. With a brisk walk that an unsympathetic observer might have thought perilously close to panic-stricken run, he turned away toward the south door by which he had entered. But now it was locked.
He got scare-waltered.
For some time, Mr. Pearsall struggled in quiet, futile fashion, shaking the door, twisting the iron ring this way and that, searching for a catch, but he was entirely unable to shift it. He thumped on the door with the palm of his hand and kicked it, and a great ringing boom echoed round the church like a salvo of cannon fire. And to this day he swears that from somewhere there came a kind of sinister chuckle in answer. With a considerable effort, he pulled himself together. This is stupid, he told himself. There's probably some custodian who forgot to lock the church up before his siesta and only realized his mistake when he woke up. But he must be a very careless or stupid man, or he would have checked to see if anyone had gone inside. All the same, he did not want to knock again and risk that dreadful echo, so he decided to search for another door that might be open. Logic suggested that there should be one on the north side, perhaps opening to a cloister or something
Logic
similar.
better watch his mouth.
Crossing the nave with a certain trepidation and carefully avoiding a glance at that blasphemous figure of Christ, though he imagined he could sense the cruel eyes bearing on him with an almost tangible force,
if you knock it.
He went in search. Sure enough, there was a door in the corner of the north side, and it was not locked, though it seemed a long time since it had been opened. A strong thrust was needed to shift it, and it groaned horribly as it swung inward, dislodging a shower of dirt.
This isn't the story I thought it was going to be.
Musty smell seeped into the air. Mr. Pearsall found himself peering at a flight of worn stone steps running downward into the darkness. Now this did not look like the way out at all. Indeed, the smell suggested that the lower chamber, whatever it was completely sealed from the outer air, and had been so for a very long time. It was a most unpromising route for one wishing to leave the building, and to this day Mr. Pearsall has never been able to give a satisfactory explanation of why he decided to descend those steps. He was already late, and after the unsettling effect of the mosaics, most of his exploratory zeal had evaporated.
What are you doing out there?
But nonetheless, he could not resist the lure of a doorway. He wondered afterwards whether he was in full control of his movements any more. The whole place bore a distinctly sinister air, but still he had to push the door fully open and take his first tentative steps into the darkness. The stairs were long and curiously dank in spite of the dryness of the climate. Soon, all trace of the light of the main body of the church, which had itself seemed so gloomy when he first had entered, had been lost, and he was obliged to take his cigarette lighter from his pocket and proceed by its flickering illumination. He turned a corner beneath a glowing archway of uncut stone, descended a ramp, and gasped at what he saw. It was a catacomb. A long corridor opened before him, with side passages running from it.
Dank.
Perhaps the whole area beneath the nave was covered, and it was inhabited. A long line doubled of human forms stood along each passage. All ages and classes had their representatives here. Men and women and infants, monks and warriors, learned scholars and ladies of fashion. They were dressed in clothes that must once have been their finest, furs and silks and embroidered gowns, now sadly moldering and decayed, but bearing still a glimmer of their former glories. And they had faces, for clearly much ingenuity had been expended to preserve
I can't go this far.
Though
the
with
fuck is that?
degrees of success.
You idiot.
There was a girl child whose clothing looked at least 200 years old, but who, from her skin and hair, might just have fallen asleep. But beyond her, a man in priestly robes had lost his nose and his cheeks, and his eyes had decayed to blank, milky globules. And further on, the soldier in the chased steel breastplate, who was perhaps a mercenary from the Renaissance period, had lost his flesh entirely, and now grinned mindlessly with a naked skull. Poor Mr. Pearsall. The effect would have been quite nasty enough under bright electric lights and surrounded by his fellow tourists, but here, on his own, locked in, and after already being alarmed and upset by those hideous mosaics,
why can't I go down there
just
yet?
A single weak flame to protect him from the darkness.
Gross
the shock
ass.
was overwhelming. Quite why did he not turn and bolt, he has never managed to explain. He takes refuge in mysterious talk of feeling a call, which dragged him onwards. Certainly it is irrefutable that he walked on down the passage, through the grisly ranks of the dead, horror mounting within him, but quite unable to save himself
For some reason, I can't go there.
All the bodies had been there a very
Is that
long
normal?
time. Mr. Pearsall's knowledge of the history of costume was not great,
The history
but
of
he was
costume.
fairly certain that none of the garments worn could be placed any later
Imagine
than
thing
the
you
middle
normally see,
18th
but it has a
century,
spooky face on
and
it.
the
and it
majority
talks.
seemed to be
What
medieval.
the fuck shit is that?
What was left of his rational mind told him that similar catacombs were not unknown elsewhere, but such a piece of information seemed extraordinarily useless. As he walked onward, he appeared to be moving back steadily in time toward the very Middle Ages. Very few of the faces had any flesh on them by this time. Some were left almost naked, their clothing in flimsy rags, and others had simply fallen
that
and lay
thing.
in heaps on the floor. But still, he had to go onward until he reached the end.
My men are all running off.
He had lost all sense of direction by now, but
Come away
suspected
with
he
me.
was moving beneath the altar, beneath the Christ of the devil's horns, blessings, and the malevolent glance. And here was the center of this labyrinth of death, a great throne of gilded wood, much rotted, where sat a body clad in this gorgeous robes and mitre of a bishop. This much Mr. Pearsall took in at a distance, but as he drew near, he would not look at the figure directly. He tried to force his eyes to look only at the slippers. He was sure
Doesn't
he
he just
would lose
keep
his
not
reason if
looking
he
at
looked
things?
higher, but he could not fight as a force stronger than his mind raised his head gradually higher. The gold
Yeah, where'd all my
embroidered
men
coat,
go?
the skeletal hands with the episcopal ring loosely enclosing a bony finger, the crozier propped up in the other hand, the bones of the face bare of all flesh, the grinning yellow teeth, the eyes, not decayed at all.
His
but
beautiful eyes, his
alive,
eyes.
piercing, glaring. My God, the
Fucking-
same eyes
Okay, I
as
should just
Christ in the mosaic.
It's Jesus.
The lighter fell from Mr. Pearsall's nerveless grasp, and he plunged into darkness.
Literally,
It
it
was
is
a
Jesus.
lighter of cylindrical shape, and he had heard it roll away, tinkling, out of his reach. For a few seconds he scrabbled uselessly on the floor for it, then realized how pointless such a search was. He would have to find his way out in total darkness. How far was it? How many turns had he taken? He waved his arms in front and to either side, walked a few paces.
Jesus did
touched
not have
stone,
fun in Rome. He had
turned,
not fun.
Walked more until he
He
met
got
another
nailed.
obstacle. Turned again. It was at this stage that he began to hear noises again. A horrible, dry rustling, which he would have loved to think was a rat.
Why? It's bugged.
It came
Restart.
from behind him. He moved quicker and walked slap into one of the bodies. His face buried itself into the rotting fabric, and he felt the lifeless arms slump across his shoulders. His nerves snapped entirely, and he screamed. A muffled
Overwatch.
noise.
Isn't?
quickly
Oh yeah, I keep thinking
extinguished.
that's the Gearbox one.
He ran at random, hitting another body, and ran again and struck another. Corpses were collapsing all around him, but still there was a rustling and a padding and a dry, gravelly cackling behind him.
Oh yeah. I
And
know.
it, too, was moving, not fast, but soon it would reach him if he could not find the stairs. He fell and cut his hands and screamed again, but not from pain.
So
he
he saw
lost count
Jesus,
of
or-
how many times he smashed into obstacles until, bruised and bleeding, he could go no further.
Spelunking
and
story? Is
cowered
it
back
Ted
against the stone
Caven
wall.
page?
The rustling was quite close.
What is it?
Light.
Is it a
He
notice?
must have light. He had lost his cigarette lighter. He had no matches. Frantically, his hands searched his pockets for a miracle. Of course, he had flash cubes for his camera.
He had a flash
With
cubes.
trembling fingers, he pulled one out and fiddled for what seemed an eternity to fit it into place. He pressed the shutter button, and nothing happened.
Is it actually?
He turned it around and tried
Doug-
once more. Still nothing.
Dug the whole bigger.
The
and
rustling
Oh,
was
is
only
that?
inches away. Think, man, think.
Is there a
He had
version of it
forgotten
where
to
you
wind
reach
on
it?
the film, so of course nothing would happen. Pull round the
I like
winding
that
lever
one.
and try again. Just time. In the blinding, instantaneous moment he saw, not more than a yard from his face, the golden robe, the mitre,
Okay,
the
if
skull,
I can't
and
go
the
past the
eyes,
thing, I'm
the
gonna stop this
terrible
game
eyes.
immediately.
He must have fainted. When he awoke, it was bright daylight, and he was lying
I
on
can
the
go
back seat of
past
the
the
couch.
thing.
Giuliano was leaning over him. The courier had been told where Mr. Pearsall had gone, and when he failed to return on time, Giuliano and Umberto had
They
gone
sent
to
a
the
UPS
church
guy
to
down
find
to
him,
find him.
entering by the south door, which they emphatically
He's
denied
completely
was
bored.
locked.
Yeah.
They heard his screams from the
The
crypt and saw
terrifying
the
monster
flash.
was right behind him.
They found him without much difficulty. He was within yards of the steps.
Kill him then.
Giuliano was more relieved than anyone, but he chided Mr. Pearsall for disturbing the bodies in the catacomb.
Fucking child.
Banging into them in the dark was careless and destructive, but as for deliberately dragging one body
You're so
all the way
fucking
from
liberal,
its
aren't
resting
ya?
place, and it being the body of a bishop, too,
Mr.
Mr. Pearsall did not have the strength to argue.
That's it?
Hi, Otis Gyrie here.
I knew it was terrible,
Thanks
so I
for
didn't really pay
joining me
attention.
around the
but
digital
he saw
campfire
a
today.
corpse that still had living
Your
eyes.
support means everything to me.
The cask. I don't know. Cool air. Severe medical condition. Do we hear them? Classic horror. Oh, by H.P. Lovecraft. We want new shit. The Wolf by Peter Hart. Humans. Otis is a fuck. Your support means we
Good
don't have to live in a car.
evening, and welcome to Otis Gyrie's Creepypasta.
Yeah, why can't you always
Crypt.
be that good?
In the mood for a tasty pasta to increase
know it.
your adrenaline
I want
rush?
shitties.
Well,
Shitty's the
you've
game?
come to the right
I want to play a
place.
shitty game.
Pull up a chair,
Well,
get
no,
some
it's
popcorn,
easier to
put
listen to
your
a thing
feet
with a
up,
game
and have a
that's
listen,
mindless like this.
if you dare.
Have you sent Gyrie dollars? Oh.
The Wolf by Peter Hartke. Narrated by Otis Gyrie.
Otis Wild.
Gore moved slowly. His powerful haunches flexed as he crept low to the ground. His ears flattened back against his massive
Have we
head.
heard this one
He
before?
paused in the shadows, raising his nose and taking in the scent of the air. A low, deep growl emanated from his chest as his eyes watched the small house in the clearing before him. His blood-red eyes glowed brightly in the light that came from the back porch lamp, though he stayed hidden in the shadows,
He's making
right
bank
beyond the
now.
reach of the
$17 a
illumination.
video? Good.
His fur bristled as he lowered into a laying position, his massive paws leaving long grooves in the soft dirt as they stretched out before his hulking frame. He lay and watched the house, his ears perked and his eyes unblinking. Above the house, the
shit.
large flat silver
He's gonna knock
sphere
the
of the full
fucking thing
moon
down.
bathed the clearing in an eerie light. The slight breeze that blew ran softly across his face, bringing the scents from the house which lay downwind of him. His tail twitched impatiently behind him, making soft rustling noises against the leaves on the ground.
Making wrestling
A
noises.
soft whine, which he seemed unable to control, highlighted each breath that he took. His demeanor stiffened as he sensed movement in the house that was followed by a soft shadow passing inside of the large picture window that was on the side of the home Gore watched from. He turned his head, his dark eyes examining the clearing, before rising to his feet again. Slinking low, he left the shadows and ran quickly for a small patch of bushes about 10 yards from the dwelling, his long legs and lithe body chewing up the ground quickly as he bridged the gap. He hunkered down in the ample cover the bushes provided, panting softly in anticipation. His black lips curled in a snarl as he again saw a shadow move in the house. He sniffed loudly.
All this
at
talk
the air
about
again,
pasta makes
before
me
raising
want
his
some
snout into
spaghetti
the
or
air and letting
fettuccine,
loose
also
a
nice
blood-curdling
ground.
howl.
Some sprouts.
It had the effect
Got
the
any spuds?
beast had expected. A brighter light came on in the house, and the curtains covering the window parted. Gore could see the woman's face peering out into the night, and he could smell the first traces of fear in her scent as it drifted to him through the open window. "Steve," she called back into the room. "What was that? Was it a dog?" He heard the one she called Steve mumble a reply. "Stephen,"
You should watch In
she
the
yelled,
Company of Wolves.
"I am telling you, I think there's something out there." Another mumbled reply,
Someone
then the
or
women
something.
again. Well, you can
is
get off your
stalking my
ass and
house.
go look, she said, sounding exacerbated. Gore watched her retreat from the window, and then the appearance of another shadow that joined her for a moment,
The parents
before
of the
passing
shadow
by
came
her
by and
and heading
apologized.
towards the back of the house. The beast watched, rising on its powerful legs, his body coiled tight like a spring, trembling in
Powerful
need
fucking
and
legs,
anticipation.
well-defined.
Steve unlocked and opened the back door, scowling back at his girlfriend, Julie.
Did we hear this one?
She had taken perch back by the window, and the beast could see her pale, frightened face peering through the grass. I don't see anything,
Sir
Steve
Grass.
called back into the house to her, hoping against hope that would put an
I
end
like
to
that
it.
story
but
where
knowing
there's
Julie,
an owl
it
stealing
wasn't
tongues
likely
and
to.
teeth.
Stephen Harris, she replied, using his full name. You heard it too. Something is out there. Steve sighed and knew he wasn't going to get around it without at least checking outside. He stepped out on the back
Make the werewolf
step,
sexy.
looking up
Yeah,
at the
it's
moon
Ginger
for a
Snaps
moment
3,
before
I
peering
think.
around the yard. He walked slowly down the steps, glancing back at the house and wondering how far he had to go to make Julie happy. Gore watched him, thick saliva now dripping in a steady patter down his fangs and from his tongue. The man's scent reached his nose and mingled with the sweet smell of fear that still emanated from the woman.
This game is called
His
Kingdom.
body shook with the effort
It's
of
new.
keeping still. Every instinct he had wanted to attack, to savage, his brain buzzing with the need. Steve reached the bottom of the steps and glanced around the yard before taking another look back at the house. He started to call back to Julie that he didn't see anything when he heard a noise from the bushes. Gore waited until the man cleared the bottom of the steps and had walked around the railing before he pounced. His strong body uncoiled like a spring as he leapt free of the bushes, his form
Why are
an
you
inky
shooting those
black
rabbits?
silhouette against the moonlight as he seemingly flew through the cool night air, landing within feet of the man.
He took my
Steve's
kill.
eyes first widened in shock, then fear, as he saw what had suddenly, as if by magic, appeared right in front of him. It was something from a nightmare, something from a horror movie.
Magic.
Even though he saw it, and saw it clearly, thanks to the full moon's light and the glow cast from the back porch light, his mind refused to accept what his eyes were showing him. It looked like a dog, a big dog, or maybe a wolf.
Or a big bear.
Steve wasn't sure, but knew it wasn't either, but it was the only thing his mind could relate it to. It was
His
too
mind's
big.
backing up.
Its front legs,
Shit.
thick and muscular, ended in paws that looked more
You
like
got you pitted.
hands, each finger tapering into the crescent points of sharpened claws. It was slung down low on all fours, its fervid red eyes fixed unwaveringly on Steve. Its
I like
large
the
head
werewolf
framed by
movies.
massive, powerful shoulders, surrounded by black, matted fur. Its wide snout opening and closing, revealing pristine white fangs.
Is this
Thick
even the art?
strands of saliva,
Better
the
builders?
consistency of mucus formed in pools on the ground. Gore growled deeply from his
Tire
chest
Weldy.
as he drew slowly closer to the man. Julie screamed from the house, and Steve joined her, making a high-pitched, shrill sound that seemed to spur the frenzy
Thought you should
and
turn.
bloodlust that was building in the beast. The scent of fear and urine was thick in the air now as Steve's bladder released, a dark stain spreading across the front of his pants. Gore drank it in greedily,
He drank it to
unable to
piss?
resist anymore,
Why is it always that?
howling as he leapt at the petrified man. The man brought up his right arm by instinct to protect himself. Gore's mammoth jaws clamped onto Steve's forearm, his
Forehand.
monstrous
Why does
teeth
he always
shredding
say
bone
that?
and tissue and severing
Forearm,
his arm
forehand.
from just below the elbow
My
in one
forehand.
bite. Blood sprayed in large, violent splashes across Gore's face and onto the lawn, turning them crimson as the beast shook his head, tearing at his prize for just a moment before
In every
tossing it
story,
away
there's a monster
and
drink
refocusing on the screaming man. The taste of fresh claret driving his appetite.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Steve was in
okay.
complete hysteria.
He's trying to soothe
The mangled
the
stump
beast.
of his arm spewing blood in long red rivers. He tried to turn and
Someone
get
summon
back
the
to
bear
the
for
house,
this.
but the door was on him again. The beast
See what it says.
leapt onto Steve's back, digging his fangs deeply into his left shoulder, and taking the man to the ground, slowly savaging him.
It's a big bear.
Julie screamed
That's
from
a
the
big
door,
bear.
frozen in horror as this monster
Thanks for all
was
your money.
devouring her boyfriend.
Goodness
She saw the
me.
beast raise its head and look at her with burning,
big bear.
sanguinary eyes. She shrieked, seeing its muzzle matted in Steve's blood, and its sharp fangs stained dark red as it snarled. Julie's heart froze in terror.
That's a big
Though
bear.
her mouth moved, no sound came out. She spun on her heel and ran back into the house, slamming the door closed behind her. Gore watched her go, snarling,
Okay, so
with one
Gore is
sweep
the
of his
wolf?
colossal paw. His jagged claws cut neatly through Steve's neck, severing his head cleanly. It rolled away in a drizzled mist of crimson spray. The beast leapt from his prey, circling back around the house, and launching himself at the large window where Julie had peered earlier. A storm of glass and wood rained onto the house as the beast came through, tearing the curtains down as his heavy body landed on the floor of the living room. He saw the woman on the floor, kneeling, facing him, trying to dial the phone she held in her trembling hands. He let his gaze fix on her with a predatory cast, his breath coming in short,
You can
harsh,
kill the rabbit also.
saliva-spewing snorts as he slowly advanced on his victim. Julie dropped the phone, pressing herself tightly against the wall, unable to look away from the monster as it drew even closer. She screamed in terror, and Gore launched an attack. Julie grabbed the remote
Thought that was
and
gonna-
paused the movie they'd been watching.
Oh, fuck
Do you
you.
hear that? She asked her boyfriend, Steve. She leaned over to check on her little Chihuahua pup who was laying on the floor at her
Her
feet.
Chihuahua dog.
The dog was making small yipping sounds mixed with soft barks, his little legs moving quickly. Oh, look, Steve, I think Gore is dreaming, she said. I bet he's out chasing bunnies. Steve looked down at the sleeping pup
I hope
and
that you
laughed.
get hurt.
He's a crazy one.
Oh,
Look at
he's
his
crazy.
mouth work, he said.
Look
Look
at his
at him,
mouth work.
boy.
Nice mouth
They
work on
both
that.
giggled at how cute he was. Still deep in his dream, Gore's jaws closed on the woman's throat, and his tongue was bathed in her sweet blood.
A werewolf is
Hi,
attacking
Otis
the
Jarrett
house,
here.
and really it's a dog
Thanks for joining
dreaming
me
he's
around the
killing his
digital
owners.
campfire today.
I
Your
wish you just
support
said
means
word for word
everything.
that, what I just said,
I wanted
instead
to
of that
take
whole
a
story.
moment to ask you.
What if a dog was dreaming he killed it? Excuse me. The brass teapot. Hey, what's in there? The Odd Kids. I just got the bug where I couldn't. Oh yeah, and the game crashed. Yeah, they fucked it. Okay, how about this? You ever had one of these before? 4 true scary stories. Top 15. No, I want to see like the lowest view count. And then whatever that is, look at it. 2 million. Okay, stupid. Look at his mouth going. God, he's crazy. You're mentally infirm, you fucking... Okay, get one. Top 10 true scary stories. Some are Russian. Legs in front. Denny. 5 true ghost stories. My ghost stories.
Okay, so this is going to be my
Can you hear that?
ghost stories video, and the reason I'm doing it now, I said I wouldn't do any more crappy quality videos, but it's going to be Halloween. Actually, it's Halloween in a lot of places. So
Hey, I hope you have.
Plus, I just got spooked, and
Let's
I
just listen
figured
to
it's a good
auditions.
time. I'm sitting on the couch with, I've got Caliber, so I'm on my computer, Caliber there. I've got Canon Engage here, and I feel a little protected. I've got the cat. I get spooked so easily with this kind of thing because I am definitely a believer, and I don't know, I haven't had like enough experience to know exactly how I feel about it, but yeah. So I'll tell you my story.
And yeah,
I'm totally freaked out right now. I've got Magic Mike ready to play because I know that'll take my mind off of everything here in just a few minutes. So, alright, enough rambling. I'm already a minute in, and I haven't even told you a story yet. So, the first one, and I know I've told it before, and I don't know which video. I almost want to say it was the Get to Know Me tag video. The
save
old
these
one.
for cool. Damn it!
I want to say back in like.
I wouldn't want
I don't
to
know.
look at it.
I will find it though.
Full time.
We'll find it.
Oh,
Alright.
these are magic? Like what?
So the first one is one that my husband and I both saw. And it was a little weird. So the way that the freeway, they've changed it. It's since been changed. But the way the freeway used to go is it would come down and it was like an intersection. So it was.
Is it just construction? That's a ghost story?
Alright, so you're
One time they
driving
made the
and you
highway
go down
different.
and then to like merge onto the other freeway. So it was weird. It was in a place that was like secluded. You couldn't really like get
Scary
to it.
ass,
I
man.
mean, you had to be like on the freeway because it was kind of like a tunnel, if that makes sense in a way. Yeah, so we were. I feel so ridiculous. And I'm getting all weird.
How many
So
minutes
weird,
into the
weird.
video is
Okay,
this?
so we were driving down and it looped around the tunnel, and there's a woman who was standing there. And the only way, God, I totally got the heebie-jeebies. The only way that I can really describe her is to say she was there, but wasn't really there. It looked
Fuck
to me-
you.
I'm seriously.
Why have we
So
always
it
been
looked to me
doing
like
this?
She was like leaning
I'm
up
trying
against
to
like a car, but there wasn't anything there. It was just the way that like it looked like she was leaning. She had really like long. I hate to say flowy, but she was very. Flowy.
I want to say, like phantom,
Thank
like.
you, Caliber. Kind of a little bit transparentish. Yeah, you guys are gonna think I'm complete lunatic. So, anyways, we come up. And
White
we're merging on
Crawley,
the
if you had no
freeway, and I'm
power
just-
here.
my
All
husband and I were
whites
both
leave.
Stunned.
In my army,
and
as
I
soon as you want to be
said-
violent,
I
I
think
change
he
you
said-
not from a
maybe
white
I said
person.
that.
See, he's
Did you
white.
see? Did you see her? And I'm like, oh my god,
Do you
and he
hate
saw her
women?
too.
I'd
and
terrorize
I don't
this
even remember
woman.
which way. This was probably like 8 or 9 years ago. So we both saw this woman. Well, we get off the freeway instantly because we wanted to get back on and see if we could see her. And in the amount of time it was fast to get off the freeway and get back on the freeway, if there was actually somebody there, we both know that we saw there was somebody there. There was something there. Creepy. Oh, so she was like standing there. Well, by the time I got off the freeway and got back on, if somebody had been walking, they wouldn't have even probably like been all the way out of like this underpass. There's the right word for it. At that time. So, but she was gone. When we went back through again, she was gone. Oh, crazy. All right.
The story is just she saw a woman at the side of the road and then she was gone.
It was the weirdest thing
Oh.
I've ever seen in my entire life. It was just I don't know. And
Fuck 'em all.
honestly, if my husband hadn't seen her either,
Fucked you to death.
I don't know if I would believe that I really saw somebody.
And
If that
secondly,
makes sense. I would question myself forever, but we both saw her. We were both stunned for kind of like a minute. I think both of our wheels were just turning like
both of our
did you
wheels.
just see, because it was like somebody was there, but they weren't there. All right, now that I've lost like 400 subscribers. Okay, so my next story is it's a.
Can you call your husband into the room to tell the
It's one
story?
that I experienced with a couple of friends of mine, and it was before I'd ever seen. I had seen this show Ghost Adventures. It's kind of like a popular ghost hunting show type thing. They actually catch things, and I mean that I don't know. Some of it's hard to argue. Some of it you're just like, dude, really? Okay. Anyways, so this show, we hadn't seen an episode or anything like that. Well, we went to this place. We went to like a little tourist town, and we went into this part of this building, and at the time it hadn't. I think they had like just. Okay, so I'll tell you.
Fuck.
We went to this thing. I'll explain what happened, and then we went home and we looked it up.
Is this a
and
joke?
Come to find out, the Ghost Adventures had gone there already. So yeah, we didn't know. It's like
Was this one of you?
It was a vacation. It was like a touristy town. We didn't know anything about it. So,
and secondly, are they?
we're in this
no.
part of this building, and none of us could like go in there. It was just it was such a
We're at like this thing, like a building.
heavy feeling that it was just like, you go in there, no, you go in there, but it wasn't even like in like a goofing way. It was just like a dead serious, like, it feels so weird.
Was
So
it a
finally-
wedding? And they're like,
this
you
was
go in
actually-
there?
Okay, I can say who this was with because you guys know Megan and her husband and their kids. My husband
And her
wasn't
bacon,
at the
perhaps?
time. I think he was still at work. Like, he hadn't flown. I don't even know. It was a few years ago. And we go in, and finally, like, I think Rusty and I mustered up the courage to go in there together. And I remember trying to take pictures of the inside of it, and my camera wouldn't work, like, at all.
Like, at all.
I don't even know. It was. I stepped out. It worked just fine. Stepped back in. It wouldn't work again. He tried it. Wouldn't work. At all. So,
At
it was
all.
weird. It was really weird.
At all.
I can't get over
Like,
the
it didn't work, dude.
feeling of how heavy it was. So that wasn't like anything that we actually saw or anything like that. But
Or experienced.
It was a strange feeling, and now I feel like somebody's watching me. I'm just bull.
This is bull. Yeah.
Talking about this stuff is just weird. So, yeah, that was a
So,
weird one.
yeah.
That sounds totally crazy because it was just, I don't know, heavy feeling. Camera wouldn't work. Went back, watched the episode of Ghost Adventures, and they actually caught some pretty good stuff there. So, and we didn't know that Ghost Adventures had been there until after the fact, and now it's like a big, Ghost Adventures has been here because we've gone back.
Build
to
it
it.
fast.
So, yeah, crazy. Okay.
So,
and
like,
then
comment, favorite, subscribe if you like my little
a few
story.
just other like random things. When I was a little girl, we had an attic in
That's fucked up.
our house, and you would hear.
Oh, it's
Just
it's
assumed
fuck
there
night.
was a lady rocking upstairs in an invisible rocking chair because that's exactly what it sounded like.
Invisible.
Had that for a little while. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I grew up in the Navy, so we moved around a lot, so it was pretty short term.
Yeah, why am I listening to this when I'm not even gonna get sex for this?
Creepy feelings. I sit in a rocking chair.
What, you fucked all those
down the
guys?
hallway, and I swear, so many times, and I don't give this any merit, but it's just something that happens a lot. I'll see things like out of the corner of my eye because the hallway's dark, and something will catch my eye. I usually just blame the animals, even though they're not.
Is that 18 hertz?
You never know. So that I don't give much merit to, but it's still it creeps me out because I'll be sitting in my little rocking chair, editing my videos, and something will catch my eye. It's crazy. I'm a crazy person, and I'm all like giddy and weird because I'm freaked out. And blah, blah. So, yeah, those are my two probably craziest stories. Was just staying the one with my husband, and then the feelings that me and Megan and Rusty felt. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I know that I probably have more stories, but those are the two that like resonate the most with me, and yeah,
Resonate.
TV. So I'm gonna go and watch Magic Mike before I totally freak myself out and can't unfreeze to go.
I just can't.
Anyways, if you guys have any awesome ghost stories, what a perfect time being Halloween. Please leave them as a video response because those are videos that I would absolutely love to watch, but in the daylight, preferably. So, anyways, it's super dark and it's super creepy. So, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Love you. That was called. It was called My Ghost Stories ... by Candid Mommy. If you'd like to follow her. Well, yeah, here you have it. I tried watching it back because I feel like it's all over the place, but I was too freaked out. She was too scared to watch her video after. Oh, even just thinking about those again kind of fucked me up, so. It was spooky. I have a few. Check them out. I'm such a chicken. I started watching this last night and had to stop. I'm officially spooked. Well, sorry. We live in a haunted house. Okay.
Having a great day. So today I have sort of a different video. I'm going to be
I have to go
talking-
pee-pee first. Before you get it, you have to... Okay. didn't sleep, but I made him. Okay.
About some of my scary
your
stories
patience,
that I
you will
have.
be-
One of these
you will be
stories is
rewarded
mine,
with
and then
this.
the other one is
Let me
one
know
that
if
my
it's
mom
fucked
has
up.
told me a few times. These are the only scary stories that have happened to me that I'm willing to share on the internet, and they're just for fun, so please remember that. I'm
just
going
for-
to tell the one that my mom
Like
has
what?
told my family a few times. This takes place when we moved into my house. So I have a newer
They're
house.
just
It
for
was built in the 60s. The woman who lived in our house before us
I don't
was an elderly
understand.
woman who passed away, and before them, we asked our neighbors who
Put a
lived in
little
the house.
song on it.
And apparently it was like a young couple with a little boy that moved out, and nobody really knew too much about them. I don't know much about the history of my house. I moved in here when I was about 4 years old. So background, I have two brothers. I have a brother that is 2 years older than me, so he was 6 years old. And I have a brother that's 2 years younger than me, so he was 2 years old. So when we moved into the house, the first few weeks, we all just slept on this giant air mattress in the living room because we were busy taking off wallpaper and the other rooms and painting the walls. Because of the paint fumes, we obviously all just wanted to sleep where there wasn't anything going on. My brothers and I all slept in the same room because we were all so little, and our house isn't too huge. So we were all sleeping in the same room
At
for
least
the
she's
first.
articulate.
I
Yeah,
want to say
that
we
other
were
girl
sleeping in
was
that room
the
all together
definition
for
of
a
a
few
girlfriend
years.
story.
The first night, my parents were sleeping in their room. We were all sleeping in our room. My mom heard one of us saying, "Mommy, Mommy," and so she got up and she went to check on us, obviously, and we were all asleep. So she said, "Oh, okay, that's good." And she went back to sleep. Because, you know, when you're moving into a new house and you have such little kids, of course they're going to be scared and wake up in the middle of the night. So she thought nothing of it. The next night that happened again. She was sleeping and then she woke up in the middle of the night and she heard one of us calling, "Mommy, Mommy." She was really tired and she was sort of like, I went in there yesterday and they just fell right back asleep, so I'm going to go to sleep again. So she just kind of closed her eyes, started to fall back asleep, and then all of a sudden she heard, "Mommy, Mommy," like a lot louder. She got up and she ran to the room and we were all asleep. So
Always
she went back to
YouTube
bed. This would happen every few nights
Yeah, if you
for
breathe, cut
about,
that out.
I want to say a couple of weeks. She would just hear us calling. If she went back to sleep, she would hear us calling her louder and louder, so she'd have to get up and check on us. Some nights she just got up right away and checked on us, and we were all asleep every time. A few times she woke up my dad and tried to have him listen, but it would just stop and they wouldn't hear anything, and then she would go back to sleep. And then she'd hear it again and she'd have to get up and check on us. So this happened for a really long time, and she kind of just thought it was her imagination. You know, she's moving into a new house, she has such little kids, of course she's gonna be worried about
This
her
isn't
kids.
game
So
music,
she
it's
didn't
her
really think
fucking
much
music
of
in
it.
the
It
video.
was just kind of more annoying, I think, for her than anything. And then for a while she didn't hear it at all. She said that it just kind of stopped. The thing that's
that
probably
bitch
the
is
scariest about this
that
story is a few
bitch
months
is gonna
after
stop.
this had all happened, something else happened. So my mom and I both get really bad migraines where we just kind of sit with headaches and throw up and are just incapable of doing anything for hours or days. So she used to get these a lot worse when we were younger. So she had a really bad headache on this particular day. Now my brother and I were in school, but my little brother was home. So she decided that she was going to put him down for his nap, and she was
Put
going
him
to go
down.
to sleep too because she had a horrible headache. They went to her room, she put him down for his nap, and she was falling asleep. As she was falling asleep, she heard, "Mommy, Mommy," and she looked over at my brother and he was right there. And she knew that none of us were home. And from what I understand, she just kind of thought she was going crazy. She thought, "I am having a horrible migraine, I'm just hearing things, this is horrible." So she turned over to try to go back asleep again. And my little brother, who was 2 at the time, was just staring at her with really big eyes. And she said, what are you doing?" And he said, "Mom, who keeps saying that? Who keeps saying mommy, mommy, mommy?" And after that, she never heard it again. So that was my mom's story. The second story, it isn't quite as paranormal, I don't think. It's just kind of creepy. And I'm sure there's like a million explanations for this, but I'm just doing this for fun. I used to do ballet. I did ballet for like 14 years. I loved it so much and I really miss it. I went on point when I was 10. It was really just my thing. I loved ballet. I started assistant teaching dance classes, and then I would get money
This
off
isn't
of
a
my
white woman.
tuition for helping teach the class. This happened when I was in 8th grade, so I had been teaching for a few years before this.
This
So
is just
was
for
the
fun, so
preschool
don't get
class.
scared by
Little
it.
girls, the youngest you could register was 18 months, and then the oldest girl was like 3. They're tiny, tiny, tiny kids. This particular one, I think it was like a Friday night class, and the normal teacher who taught with me, it was her son's birthday, so she wasn't there, and there was a substitute teacher. And I remember the substitute teacher because she had taught a lot of my ballet classes growing up. So we were teaching the class, and
Mike
all of
ballet?
a sudden one of the little girls just kind of raised her hand, and we called on her, and she said, "What happens to
Who's
people
that
when you
man
die?"
watching us?
And it was a little bit startling because this was like a preschool class. Like these are all 3-year-olds, 2 and 3-year-olds, and this girl was such a sweetheart. And I just kind of figured that maybe she had had a death in the family or a death of a pet, and she just couldn't get it out of her head or something. We kind of looked at each other, and then she responded, you know, we're doing ballet right now. You don't need to worry about that because you're just a kid.
Fuck up.
We're doing ballet right now. And you don't need to worry about it.
Seriously, where's fuck?
And she said, why don't I need to worry about it? The teacher said,
turn off that beep
"Because you're
boop
just a
music.
kid."
It's the
And
video.
then another little girl raised her
She's the
hand,
master of it.
and we called on her, and she said, well, when I was a kid, I died. And we were like, what? Like, we just kind of looked, we didn't like visibly have that reaction. We just kind of looked at each other because it was kind of weird to come out of like a 3-year-old girl's mouth. The teacher said, what?
What it was?
And she said, when I was a kid, I died. And the teacher said, no, honey, you're alive. You're here right now. And she said, I know, but when I was a kid, I died. And we were like, what? Like, we were just kind of like in such shock because like you don't think about this stuff. You're teaching like little kids ballet. You're doing like fun, rainbows, happy. It was just kind of weird. She just kind of kept talking, and she said, when I was a kid, a man came into my house and he went like this with the scissors, and then he cut up the curtains. And I died. We were just sort of like in shock, and like all the little girls were confused, and we were hecka confused.
Hecka confused.
You know, is this
I
a
think the
scary
stream
movie,
is done.
or like a scary TV show that your parents were watching? Was this a scary story that somebody told
One time
you?
the scary fish
And she was like,
brought down.
no. When I was a kid,
killed
I
him.
died. And she told us the story again. She was like, that happened. And the thing that I thought was the most unsettling about this whole thing wasn't the fact that it was like this weird story coming out of a 3-year-old's mouth that was really morbid. It was the way that she was saying it. Because this little girl was like a normal kid. This was the only time that I ever heard her say anything remotely weird. The way that I can best explain it is, imagine if you were a younger kid. Just think back to when you were younger. Imagine if you looked outside and the sun was shining and there wasn't a cloud in the sky and it was a beautiful day. Now imagine if somebody that you trusted, like a teacher that you really looked up to, or a parent maybe, was telling you that it was raining. You would be confused because
why did she just say
sunny,
any of
you
this?
could see it. But you would also be a little bit suspicious, like they were trying to trick you or something. And
she's sharing her
that it was
experiences
raining when it was actually
being
sunny.
told a thing.
That's like the best way I can
Refund the
describe how
story.
she was speaking. She looked suspicious of us, like we were almost trying to trick
Yeah, we
her.
fucking
and
understood
confused
that.
because she was saying it as such a fact. She seemed confused that we weren't believing her. So that was definitely the most unsettling part of the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was
Yeah, I
just
did.
for fun.
It
Give a
was
thumbs
just
up
for
if you
fun.
like, and if you
Do you have an
like
OK
it,
Cupid
please
profile?
like and comment and subscribe and all that stuff. I post normal videos on Sundays and artsy DIY videos on Wednesdays. So thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful
This
day.
is called My Scary Stories by Honey Bee Girl.
Hey, I hope you're having a great
Nope.
day.
I think we're good. This is
So, he told me in the game room that he just said that, so, friend, however.
wait. Are these like actuals or just?
Yeah, like the same day we saw it. Dude, it was like it kept on appearing and like.
It's all children.
Okay, guys, so I said I was gonna make another YouTube video, and here it is.
To talk about
Barely
this.
7. And so me and friends were at the
I'll
church.
be sure to upload
and
part
it's
2 of this tomorrow. Fuck you, loser. Okay, just this kid. and then-
Everybody. So, today I'm going to be doing something different with this channel. I'm going to be telling some real-life scary stories that happened to me
This
and my
epitomizes
friends.
all of YouTube.
Okay. I'll start with one. And this is all the same
Is this
thing.
Omar? It's Fester.
So, it was after school and I went to my friend's house because there's nothing to do at mine. And then I went to his house. We were home alone there, but we didn't care. Jokingly, I screamed,
Oh, cool voice I could
"Hey,
hear
if you're
playing
a
any video
robber,
game with
go
voice chat.
knock." We then heard knocking, but my friend just said it was a little thing he had outside, like a little thing that brings shade, like an umbrella type thing. So I said, "Oh, okay," and I went to the game room. Their game room. He told me in the game room
Is that a new chapter?
he just said that so anybody who was there wouldn't think that it is there and that the umbrella didn't make that. And then after he said that, I heard the lightest faint of his back door open and close. That is scary story number 1. Scary story number 2, I don't really know what it was. It might have just been his brother playing with us or something. Anyway, we were at his house, except this time everybody was asleep. It was pretty early in the morning. So, yeah, like I said, we were at his house, and we decided to take a nap, and then when we did...
He went over to his friend's house and had a nap with him. That's the fucking best thing.
The Xbox that he had turned on. We kept looking for the remote, thinking that we sat on it, but we couldn't find it. We eventually looked outside and everything. Everybody was asleep, so we didn't know what to do. So, we kept looking around. We looked behind their couch, and it wasn't there. And then we got really scared because it was still moving and playing. We looked outside again, just to the side of his house, and found nothing. We went back inside, and behind the couch, in the same area we looked, was the remote. And the Xbox wasn't being played anymore. But yeah, those are... Here's another one.
Oh, sick.
This is a different friend,
The ghost
however.
finished up and put everything back.
So we were in school, and it was one of the last few days of school. So we were watching movies in our class, and suddenly somebody's phone in class said, "I'm gonna guilt you, and I'm gonna kill you."
I'm gonna guilt you? I'm gonna fucking guilt you bad.
We found out it was coming from mine and my friend's backpack, so we checked. And both of our phones were turned off.
They have phones. The kid's like 10 years old.
So then we went back to watching a movie, and it happened again. So my friend checked his flip phone. He has a normal phone and a flip phone.
Our kid has 2 phones.
Flip phone that was making the noise. It said, "I'm gonna kill you," and then it said our names. I'm not gonna say those names, but
you could probably guess.
Yeah.
It was mine.
Then it randomly gave us the name of some military knife. We only know that now because we looked it up.
I'm gonna kill you. Here's
so
a cold steel.
I think it's just a hacker, but who knows? And the last one, I was at a park near my house, and an ice cream truck pulled up. We were all starving, and it was like 100 degrees outside, so we got ice cream. After we ate, we noticed small holes in a few of our things, and we kept seeing stuff.
Was it mosquitoes?
We eventually saw a thing that looked like a human made of grass, and that's why, if you notice on this channel, there's a Grassman video, because we were trying to look for it. We kept seeing stuff until we got to my house, and then we just finished seeing things. But that's all the scary stories from my friends, and I'll make another video of more scary stories
we were looking for it
later, or in a few days or so. Well, bye, hope you enjoyed.
Well, okay, that's the whole stream. We should fill up Cool Hole with awesome stories. A true scary... Okay, well, there's no way.
The door slammed on them. No freaking lie.
It's another video where the fucker didn't change the battery in his smoke detector.
Yeah, so let's get to it. Okay, so first story is okay, so first, okay, so my mom said like she needed to go to the restroom stuff, yeah? I mean,
the washroom?
She needed to go to the restroom. And right when she went in.
No, the stream's on. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
Candle floating, and then she like yelled, so we went in the room with her, and we just saw like the